They say sometimes the best way to do it is just to get into it and do it. You know what I'm saying? They might know what not what we say. Who knows sometimes though? Ha! Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Baby. We back from the padded room, undisclosed location, live on GBA Radio. I am the real Slim Baller, and you're tapped in to the padded room, where all kinds of mayhem is known to occur. Cases of bouncing off the wall. Got straight jackets on deck. Might need a herb for mealtime. Even pill time to calm your ass down. When your chase come and she won't come back till you after breakfast, she's sleeping alone tonight in a cold bed. While she's shampooing our hairs and stuff, you know. Hey, what they say in the Sexy Red song, Dre heads do it the best. Well, I got curly locks and she like to run her hair through it. Well, we teach her how to walk on the wall. And then the ceiling, you know, it's the mastery to the thing. Watch out for the corner. There's a shadow lady that's known for sucking the soul out of you. Yes, indeed. Mm. What we got going for him tonight, Grim? You're like a figment of imagination at this point. The man jumps in the call and has no dialogue for hours. Then you're like, oh yeah, we in good show, good show. Oh, I just got back. I was chilling in the call. Yo, it's been so hot lately. What about y'all areas, man? Shit, we got that ring last night. That shit was woo beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Couldn't have came at a better time. Definitely couldn't have. Came right on time. Yeah. Oh man, hey, appreciate the new friend request on the Discord. I see the server's getting populated now. Yeah, yeah. We be in there almost all day. Like around the clock all day. Yeah, that's what we drop it in there. Yeah, that's why we drop it in there, you know. Yeah, yeah. Are we supposed to make a server and then hide? What's the point of making a server and then hide it inside the server? When the point of the server is like have a community effort, right? Like to establish a community. So why would you like try to hide it or try to run people out of the community? We all know that bad actors come and pass through and stuff like that. But then most people don't even handle it correctly. Right. It's like a couple of words get exchanged on the screen and shit, and then everybody just like, I'm gonna fuck you up and I'm gonna kill you and all this, and you're like, what? What over a score? Come on, come on. Off above opinion, cause you mess with this person here and shit, you just as fucked up as they are, so I gotta excommunicate all of you. And then that's like bam, 1, 2, 3, 4. I counted about like 12 hot talent right there that's actually out here. Could be next potentials to blow the fuck up, excommunicated from something that was going on. It wasn't scores, their scores were fucking decent. Right? It's like, damn. Mm, damn. You start associating with some shit, then you start seeing the outside because you know you always want to analyze a little bit before you step into the shit to see how deep it is. Then you start seeing, and then the floor look like it's nice foundation, and that shit go whoa, like right. Right. You looking to try and grab the brakes on that shit. Like, hold on, shit up. I was too close to the edge on that one. I might have to fall back some. Goddamn. All right. They don't be understanding the attraction of some of the moves. All right. Hey, look, they said they be watching. Obviously, ain't watching close enough. Right? Because some of the stuff that they done did, it's like, fall back on. Fall back on. They got to. They got to. I got to. It's the reoccurrence of the same thing, but the remix of the same thing of a remix. Right. If this wasn't working the first time and you had to step away from it and shit because it was taking up lifetime and shit, why are you going to double down on it and then fail that even harder now when you were giving it less time? It seemed like when you gave it less time, you were succeeding, correct? So why go full time and get way less after you done made a whole life change? Some people will quit their jobs and shit for the stream when they see a nice one check come through and shit and think, oh, this is it right here. Nah, that was just something that you happened to do that was interesting and shit, right? Then the rest of your shit's like, damn, they gotta go back to work. They gotta go back to work. They ain't figured out the basics of business yet. They ain't figured out how to be their own boss yet. Right? They stepped out, they didn't have no understanding that this is all about business. End of the day. Right? They don't know it's all about personality and charisma. End of the day. Right? Somebody could have no eyes, no mouth, and all kinds of shit, but he could be doing like a yo-yo or some shit. And the motherfucker would sit back and say, oh shit, look at the way he doing that yo-yo right there. Oh shit, look, he picked that shit up. He did a little triangle. He started walking the dog. He whipped it back. Had that joint doing all kinds of crazy shit. And you would be like, damn, that's cool as fuck. Right. And then you gonna tell somebody, yo, check this shit out. What he doing with a yo-yo and shit. Right. You didn't give two shits what he did. Right. You were worried about, okay, that was something cool with the yo-yo. Yeah. Ain't worried about what the fuck that man had going on. Somebody might sit there and say, oh, look, he got no arms, no legs, or some shit and shit. Like, motherfucker, you got all the shit he ain't got and shit, and your ass still can't do what he did with the yo-yo. Right. When the other shoe drops, what they should call it. When the other shoe drops effect. Right, because everybody wants the action, but then when the reaction come, oh boy, the reaction puts motherfuckers in their feelings. You don't think so? We had some dude that we didn't even know from nowhere watch the battle rap video, and this man tried to come at me all crazy and shit inside the little comment of the video and shit. Like, my boy, you lost the battle right there. That woman put some mother type shit on the bars on you and shit. She scolded you like you were her son and shit, man. And then, hey, cause I gave a review to it, and then people found my content was cool and they wanted to review it and shit. So you got fucking cooked again, and then they showed evidence of where you went to different shows, and even your own base wasn't trying to support you, and they were cooking you too and shit. Right, a continuous slippery slope and shit. Like, just take the L, my boy. You win and last out to more people. That's more opinions on top of something. And then everybody put a little opinion on it and sprinkle some of that, some of that fact on it and shit, because everybody got that opinion, right? So the truth gonna come out in some parts of shit. Right, don't sugarcoat it for their ass like it's a donut. Nah, pass your man the donut because he just literally got fucked this shit. Know what I'm saying? Right, hold the baby oil. Ship that shit to New York and shit. Daddy might need that shit. Might be a surplus. It's summertime right now. Got to keep that skin nice and moisturized. Right, they can't even come off with something and just have it going and get a bow, Come on, man. Are they not entertainer? Because most of the time they come off boring. Right. I had that bro tell me one time, he said, bro, you don't even have to play music and shit. You funny by yourself and shit. I said, damn. Okay. Right. I had him laughing. That's a stone cold gangster right there. Right. I had him laughing and shit. So I knew I obviously did something. Right. They used to tell you back in right, there's a rule in the club, right? There's a rule amongst DJs in clubs. And it's comes from like the streets. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who came up with it, but I think it goes back to like history of DJs and shit. It was always the philosophy that if you made the B-boys dance or move, you were that nigga. Rather you were white or whatever, you were that nigga. Right? If you made the gangsters motherfuckers move, you did something. Right? You did something. And there was a whole bunch. Right? Whole bunch. Cause shit, I'd be the motherfuckers that come rush the stage. Get your ass the fuck out of there. Might be the same dude that booked you for the night. You go in there, fuck up his event, fucks his bag up. You don't think somebody ain't gonna lash out? I done seen it. I done seen it. Many a times. Has it happened to me? Fuck nah. But I'm in there, I got my crew. Anyway. And we already turning up. Shoot. Right. We cater to whoever's trying to dance. Right. I'm not even worried about the dudes in there. Right. I'm gonna play them some shit, but shit, I'm trying to get her to do some shit. I'm looking around the room the whole time. Right. Who ain't got wedding range? Who might be single and shit? Right. Who's trying to come home with the DJ tonight? And surprising enough, I'm telling you, it's its own stardom, bro. It's its own stardom. Niggas don't think that DJs get play and shit as if like rapping niggas do. Okay. Okay. Everybody got their own motion. And I'm a nice looking, you know what I'm saying, gentleman. You feel me? So shit. And I even had bad shit. Saturday shit, I always carry my Sharpie and shit. We had the woman, she said, sign my tit. Right. I put S.B on that bitch. Right. I don't know where they were from. They look like they might have been from Jersey or somewhere. Shit. They had that tan on them. Right. You ever see the white women that be looking red? Like super red and shit? But it ain't like the sun lotion, it ain't like skin burn. That's what they were looking like. That's how she was looking like. She just had that glow and shit, but it wasn't like paint or makeup or no shit. It was like, damn, is your skin burning or something? No. Okay. You just somewhere where it's fucking bright as shit right now. Right. I can't say that the what's that joint that they used to have on the TV and shit, that Jersey show and shit. What was it? Jersey Eve or some shit? What was the name of that joint? Grim, you ain't back yet. Oh, you still screensaver mode. All right. I mean that you on punishment, my boy. All right, you on punishment. Damn. That's crazy. You get on punishment right after the holidays. You might well call it a punishment. She won't let you come to work. Again, in the words of brother Q. Yeah. That new. Yeah, that new from Overdose Music right there, man. Yes, indeed. Hey, yeah, man, that fire right there. That fire right there. Hey, yeah, the joint was talking to me. Right, cause we in the transition right now. You know, we at that final finish line where we about to go from MD Maryland, know what I'm saying, down to Florida, baby. Right. About to make that big move, know what I'm saying? Right. About to buy this first home. Right. We signed the paperworks on today. Sent the cash off to the folks in joint. Right. They add these last attachments to the home, and hey, it's as good as mine, man. Good as mine. Right. We just took that joint off the market today. Right. Took it off the market, get them final numbers of what we need to drop, and bam, baby, we almost there. We almost there with it. Yes, indeed. Hey, folks was over at the crib today showing it to me on the walk-in joint. Right. I already got mad plan for how to set that shit up and everything. Yeah. I know even one of my friends enjoying, you know what I'm saying? She in Texas. She said, if I ever come your way, I'm at this stop by. I said, shoot, girl, I'm setting this house up for you. All right. When you come by here, shoot, you ain't gotta leave. Right, that's how you supposed to set it up, right? You supposed to set it up so when she comes, she get mad comfortable. Hey, I always set them up. Every single time I get a spot, this be the first home purchase and shit. Right? So, I'm gonna have my folks, right, set that shit up nice for me, get some stuff, some smell good and all that, right? I want her to come around and might not dip for a while, you stay for a weekend, shit, that turned to about 2 weeks. Right, 2 weeks turned into a couple of months. Shit, she ain't going nowhere at that point. Right, let me introduce you to one of your sisters and shit. I don't know. Don't know. Dang, what happened? Commercials? Oh man, the ads. Somebody said ads. You got hit with the ads. I bet. I bet. Yeah, we're gonna drop the link in here. Anybody want to come up, have conversation, discourse, discussion, theory, whatever? Drop the link so they can come up on and talk about it. Know what I'm saying? If you got music on shots or whatever, you diss track, you want to send that some money and shit, bring it up on here, right? Only thing is, hey, stand on yours, right? You send the message out, stand on yours, right? Don't send no secret shit, and then somebody in your neighborhood come clap you and shit. Cause you were too coward to come around the corner and shit and bump that shit to let them know how it really was, and he catch that fade real quick. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I get. We don't have it like that, right? I told you, hey, free J-Bo Flex, man. Right, it's shorty was secretly listening to our show and shit. Us unknowingly knowing that most of the songs were like shots at her man and shit sent through us to the show. Right, her man was watching this show too. I said, "Damn!" So they sat back and was watching our show every night just to hear what he would come up and say about him. Damn, that's some dedication. That's a real dedication. Right, let me show it to the show where he's at and shit, dropping his music and shit, so we can hear what he is. Right, he hit me up on the back channel from the hospital that time. Right, the dude stabbed this nigga. And then got him a breach on his fucking on his parole and shit, and sent his ass right on back. Yep. That's why I told him join the Discord. Know what I'm saying? Shit, it was way easier for him to be able to get the message to me than trying to catch us on the live and shit. Hey, he told me that. I said, damn. He said, yeah, it was this track right here. I was talking about this shit. I said, oh. I told you pulling up in the fucking woods where they were at a resort and shit. Right. You still brought the blade that you got stabbed by. Right. That's a fucking catch-22. Right. I told you before. I said, yo, let them be. Right. Talk your shit using this canteen and shit. Talk your shit. Don't go over there. Right. Them people over there, they stabbing. And sure enough, got stabbed up and back in jail. Well, shit, back on whatever bedtime you had left. Sheesh. Damn, nigga. Damn, homie. It's all right. When you get back out, shit, you should be on your shit. Hope you writing inside that motherfucker. I know you can watch YouTube in there. You ain't supposed to, but shit, you can. Right. My cousin told me he be catching the show and shit locked up in Jacksonville. Yeah, me on Facebook on the messenger say, yo, cousin, that shit was hard that you had playing right there. Yeah, you need to fuck with them. Right, you need to fuck with them. I don't know what level you on, but shit, you need to stay fucking with them. I said, shit, what makes you think I ain't already, cuz? How do you think I get their music and shit? Right. Yeah, he be like, oh, man, shit, he fuck with Overdose Music heavy in motherfucking Jacksonville. Right, Jacksonville, lock up and shit. Right, he said they be banging that shit in there. Told you shit. Hey, but most people go off of views and like how many shit is, and I'm like, well, shit, you know, everybody has the potential to bring you to somebody else, right? So we might be on the channel not at like fucking the millions that we got in our whole base scattered across, you know, on one channel. But guess what? We got the people that got them. Right. We link with the people that got them, right? And then that boosts their traffic up, get them an audience they didn't have before. Right. They don't know that we be doing the groundwork. And then people are saying, hey, man, I fuck with them over here at the padded room, GBA radio. Shit. Who else they fuck with? Oh, shit. Bro over here motherfucking getting it and shit. Goddamn. Right. Uncle over here motherfucking getting it. You know how they call older cats now, like over 30, they be calling us Uncle and shit. Right. Look at Uncle out here motherfucking still stepping and shit. Right. Hey, I showed my cousin the video. Right, he be watching Overdose Music now. I showed him. He said, "Yo, Uncle out here, motherfuckers, big stepping and shit." I said, "Yo, shit." Right? Why ain't you? That's what I asked him. I said, "Why ain't you? If he's doing it, why ain't you?" Oh man, I said, "Shit, this is like fucking 2 years right here, man." What? I said, "Shit, he was already out there before this." Damn. I thought about streaming. I said, shit, why ain't you? I told you 3 years ago you should start it. And what happened? You still ain't did it. And then you look at my numbers and you're like, damn, cuz you out here getting it. Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. But they say every day you wake up's a new opportunity for practice because you got to have practice to get repetition then. Once you got repetition, everything runs smooth. You incorporate all of them together, you come to a key philosophies of BAM. While you were doing your repetition and practice, then you were actually instilling and improving on what you were already doing, and you were incorporating, which some people don't know, discipline. You don't believe so? Shit. When you go clock in at the job and shit, you know, if you show up late, you're gonna get penalized. You don't show up, then there's consequences. You're either gonna get rid of the loss of pay, or you ain't got employment no more. So you know what them consequences is. But hey, somebody will get quick and say, "Hey, man, fuck this job and all kinds of stuff." And it's like, okay, then you need them, right? You know how some jobs do over in the other part of the world, like in Tokyo and shit. They could discipline you, right? Discipline you right there. You messing up on the job and shit, go ahead, bow down, and ask for forgiveness from that guy. He can go ahead and strike what kind of he needs to satisfy. Right, and that's law. Right. Your kid want to act up and shit. Don't want to do as instructed, hold your hands up. Right, palm high. They gonna smack the shit out of that shit with a metal stick. Right. And they think we got it bad over here in the US. Shit. Some of them practices and shit that still go on in the old world and shit, y'all would not survive. You would not survive. Right. Go look at Iran and shit. Right. When the last time you seen women go to school? Even with us being over there. Because it ain't our priority. Our priority is shit. Get that, protect the precious, right, that lifeblood. Mm-hmm. That good old black stuff, know what I'm saying? Right. That good old earth fuel. Hey, people should be happy that we're still pumping from the ground and shit. Right. I say give it about a good 600 years this shit. They're going to try and say, well, we're running low on this motherfucking oil and shit, and this gas and shit, Right. We're just going to go ahead and start taking decomposition bodies and shit and making fuels of that shit. Right. Mm-hmm. Break the human body back down to its materialistic states and shit on the periodic element table and shit. Right. You will find out that everybody's personal body is capable of being used for fuel for at least a good couple hundreds of years. Yeah. You're a walking, talking engine, a power source that somebody could figure out correctly to do it. They could put you inside a container and have power running off of you. Mm-hmm. Oh man, wait till they get some mass scale in our power and construction and infiltration systems. This shit start going down. Right. Wait till infrastructure and power grids start going down. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And look, what was that show? The Walking Dead? The Dead City shit that's supposed to be like taking place in New York. Right. What did old boy do? He did something similar to that, right? Right. Use the body for fuel. Right. Lack of fuel, but we got technology that requires fuel, but we're gonna power this shit up because now we got an alternate source of fuel. Mm-hmm. Nobody ever paid attention in biology and fucking little intro science classes and shit. Take a potato, couple cords, know what I'm saying? Stick it to something that powers the light bulb up. Showing you right there that there's energy in everything. You didn't believe, so why do you eat food? Because it powers and it makes you not feel like you're drained, right? It empowers you in a way. You're getting something from the food that you're eating to make you not feel weakened. There you go. You taking the energy. You go running, it takes energy to make your body move and go running. Takes energy for your body to push the sweat out from you doing the running act of it. You know what I'm saying? They don't know, man, who we be. Walking battery for another person. Most of them done figured it out. Shit, you don't think so? Shit. Everybody got that secret place that you know about. Right, where you put stuff that you don't want nobody to know about. Right. Bring all them fucking Crips and shit. Bust all them bitches open. Right. Bust them all open. Let all the secrets out. Right. Even the ones that they say, oh, if you knew the truth and shit, it would change your reality or perspective. I said, yeah, that's the ones that we really want. All right. That's the ones that we really want you to come out the gate with. All right. Don't think, oh man, it would change everything if they knew this. They said some of the most carefully guarded secrets and shit that can't never get out, all the result with aggression, misdirection, misinformation, and the classic double down on it. You don't think so? It took them how many years before they confirmed UFOs? It took how many years before they came out and said, hey, this was the devastating effects of us dropping the bomb on Tokyo and shit on Japan? Right. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. There really ain't like no kind of footage out there, really. It's all like simulations. Some people had some shit, but it was pictures. Right? It wasn't like images at that time, you know? Right. All we seen was the testing project of the projectability. They weren't calculating for when it drops over there at the thing. Even then they said, oh, yo, you know, we not fully sure on this, but fuck it. Japanese wanted to hit us with a sneak attack and shit, so fuck it. We got to drop this on them. Bro, energy. Energy. Hit their ass with energy. And we seen the devastation of fucking energy. Like, what the hell? Right. You thinking if somebody come up and crack you with like a ruler on the side of your face and shit, you're gonna be like, oh, right, you know, and then be ready to motherfucking throw down and shit. Okay. Now take that shit and slow that motherfucker down to where that smack takes about a year to fucking hit you. All right. Now take that impact of all that year-long force and shit and accelerate that bitch to about a second. I guarantee it'll send you through a fucking wall. I guarantee it might send you out of fucking orbit. Who knows? It depends on how they caught you with it. See, some people don't even think of shit like that. See, we got tools nowadays, the AI, where hey, creativity is your friend, but it's inside of a box, but you can get around the box. You don't think you can't get around the box? Try this simple exercise out, right? Ask the AI and say, hey, I want to make a database of filtered words. It'll say, oh, well, I can't directly give you the words or whatever and such. Okay. So reword the thing and say, oh, I didn't know that these words that you mentioned above fell inside of a category. Can you list me other potential words that might go inside that I can avoid? And sure enough, bam, it's going to give you every known cuss word out there and almost every known language, different ways to say it, different ways to abbreviate it, how to get around and say it, and all kinds of shit. Right, you talking about it gave me like a fucking list of like so many languages of like filter words, and you were like, oh man, this is freaking crazy. Right. That you weren't supposed to give it to me. You said specifically in the first prompt. But then the second one got you around it. Wasn't even really prompts. They call them prompts, just inquiring questions, you know. Because you never know what the end result would be. I had a good idea. And I wasn't to try and be manipulative or to circumvent. I was surprised that it circumvented. And I said, damn, how long this been out here? And you still have a flaw like this? Salute, brother Hurricane. What's good with it? What's good with it? Matter of fact, you're sitting with some new. All right. All right, you're sitting with that twerk that ass. Ooh, yes, indeed. Y'all ain't seen twerk that ass. What? You in for something. You in for something. Just get it. Shoot.
Phenom Rogue One Productions.
Baby girl, twerk that ass. Baby girl, throw it back. Baby, do it for the bag. Singers throwing up the cash. Baby girl, twerk that ass. Baby girl, throw it back. Baby, do it for the bag. Singers throwing up the cash. Baby girl, twerk that ass. Yeah, I made it here at last. Seeing women walking past. Time to pull out the cash. Baby girl, shake that ass. Girl, I'm paying for the dance. Girl, you got me in the trance. Hit me with her sexy glance. Now we get into the tram. Private party in the slab. All these bitches looking bad. About to get her from the back. Baby girl, give me that. Had to take it to my pad. Going all in that land. She was ready for the splash. Baby girl, twerk that ass. Baby girl, throw it back. Baby, do it for the bag. Singers throwing up the cash. Baby girl, twerk that ass. Baby girl, throw it back. Baby, do it for the bag. Singers throwing up the cash. Baby girl, twerk that ass. Now I'm fresh about the lab. About to get back to the band. She was in the S-Class, really up it's time to dash. On the E-way driving fast, about to go pick up a stash. Clear the rash from the back, gotta put it on the track. All the ladies on the floor, turn that ass, drop it low. Baby, you know how it go. Baby girl, turn that ass while I'm throwing up the cash. Everybody have a blast, tell the girl to turn it fast. Baby girl, turn that ass. Baby girl, throw it back. Baby, do it for the bag. Singers throwing up the cash. Baby girl, turn that ass. Baby girl, throw the bag, baby, do it for the bag. Niggas throwing up the cash. Baby girl, twerk that ass. Baby girl, throw the bag, baby, do it for the bag. Niggas throwing up the cash. Baby girl, twerk that ass. Baby girl, throw the bag, baby, do it for the bag. Niggas throwing up the cash. Baby girl, twerk that ass.
Yes, indeed. Shout out Miss Rachel, know what I'm saying? Shout out Miss Rachel from off the back page, boy. And all you other females that be out there working this shit too, boy. Right. Make money. Make money. Make money. Yeah. I don't care how you get it. I don't care how you get it. Make sure you share it back. You know what I'm saying? Bring it back to the team, though. You know, look out for the team. Right. She's like, where was the team at? Hey, shit. You know, if you were doing that for that little bit, you know, bam, you need a team. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get you a little bit for a lot. Ooh, boy, what? Yeah. Oh, yeah, put some honey on them cakes. Woo! Oh, yeah. We're going to finish that one up this week. Yeah, we finishing that week. And this one this week. I got my boy. He got some time off. Right. Gonna go to the studio, lock in, get that one done. Mm-hmm. Put some honey all up on them cakes. Yeah. You don't know what we talk about? Check the channel out, know what I'm saying? Right. We got it in the YouTube side on the shorts. Right. Honey on cakes. Right. Redefining how breakfast goes. Some sticky situations, you know. Oh, hey, it's you might as well, you know, since more than likely she gonna honey pack you anyway. Right. Hey, we were at the barbecue. We were at the barbecue before we went to the gig Saturday and shit, right? And I'm like, yo, did she just pour honey in my drink? My boy said, I don't know. And then she came and brought it over with like, here you go, I made you a drink and shit. I'm like, okay. Bro, she kept watching me drink that shit. Right. Then she was looking like, you know, she was like, oh, I'll make you another one of this shit, dog. I said, yo, you can leave the honey out of that shit this time. Right. You done made it too sweet. Hey, it made my drink all too sweet and shit. She looking like she was supposed to get a reaction or whatever. I don't know. Honey don't really phase me like that, you know. Right? It's delicious, but it don't really phase me like that, you know. I guess if it's supposed to have a thing, I was looking for it the other day. Was like, yo, what's the impact on honey on the body? Right? Because sometimes you gotta check some shit out, you know. Right? You gotta check sometimes. You don't know. They try to hit you with that new. Right, they try to hit you with some new shit every now and then. It's like, what? Why? Know what I'm saying? But you always gotta keep it team salad and shit, know what I'm saying? You always do, man. It's like a roll call. It's like a roll call, yeah. Cause hey, most times people gonna count you out, know what I'm saying? This is a song right here that sounds similar to it. Talk to him.
Same people with their hands that I bless. Same people had nothing let them flex. Niggas counting me out. Hey, just because you ain't believe in me, then what? And since you said I couldn't, I'm gonna make you suffer. Niggas counting me out. I let you stand where the vision lives. I showed you more than your envy did. But you can't eat what your soul won't make. Niggas ribs is touching how empty that plate. Got a loud whisper, nigga, mind your nose. Got real scars, soft ass, don't know. Nigga said it, he blurred. He thought that was that. Nigga, look at me now, I don't look in the past. Every fake man came with a plan. I done read the room, book, shaking hands. See, I understand, I know what you want. See it in my table, but I don't want. I let you hear what you can't create. Nigga, sold to soul just to copy my fate. Hate what I see and you envy your eyes. Nigga, wear my name, no one make it feel alive. Niggas wrote me off, said they knew it from the start. Funny how the city light when you fill up all the dark. Niggas get that was slow, but now I'm high. What you call dead, learn how to fly. Niggas, I let it burn, so let me be clear. What was fake love, can't get it right here. So I'ma keep rising, smoking flames. Y'all done watch me become a nigga, now say my name. Said I'm too old, shit on my everything. Pissed up on my folks, niggas counting me out. Some people with their hands out, I bless. Some people had nothing, let them flex. Niggas counting me out. Hey, just because you ain't believe in me, then what? And since you said I couldn't, I'm gonna make you suffer. Niggas counting me out. I was last on the totem, but first describe the poems. I had to lead them in the past. See, my future's unknown. I'm just living in the now. Smoke that Edna every morning. They never held that nigga down. I was the anchor every voyage. Niggas fighting over treasure. I'm just sharing all my spoils. There's a difference from a pirate and the captain. I'm just plural. But when they try to count me out, I end up counting more than all of them. Word. Get your money, little nigga. You niggas counting me out. Said I'm too old, shit on my everything. Pissed up on my porch, niggas counting me out. Same people with their hands out, I bless. Same people had nothing, let them flex. Niggas counting me out. Hey, just because you ain't believe in me, then what? And since you said I couldn't, I'm gonna make you suffer. Niggas counting me out.
Salute the Connect word, man. Sheesh. Telling you, man. The messages, man. The messages they be sending, man. The messages they be sending. Again. That fire, man. Right. You know how I be. Yeah, you know how I be, man. Right. Every single day, another day. Another day in the skin of me. They could try and lose every single day. You know? Right. Or we be telling them, man, hey, winning from the moment that eyelids wake up. Right. They don't be catching the message, bro. They act like my words don't manifest sound and come out in a language to where you can understand it. They think we got no traction. They think we got no motion. They think we just be talking to ourselves for hours on end, fabricating all kinds of stuff, paying people for content. That's the newest one. They said that we pay people for content now. Right, we be paying for content and it's all staged and shit. I said, damn, okay. I wish it was staged. Let me know what the script is before I step out the crib and shit so I can get into it right, you know, so I can give you the full character that they're looking for. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, somebody said on the stream the other day, they said, oh, that whole thing was scripted. I said it was scripted shit. That man's face ain't scripted. Half his face still looking black as shit. Right. Right. That little attempt of a punch and shit wasn't scripted. Right. If we were going to get it scripted, I would have had somebody hold the camera and just let them. Right. I would have ate one. Right. I would have ate one for the camera just so you could have felt like he was in a good position. So then when I really crack into you and shit, now I got a full reason. Right. And then I'm going to just tell him, yo, just take this ass whooping because it's content. Right. I'll throw a couple of dollars on you and shit after I stump you out a little bit, you know? Right. Because it was so scripted, you know? Right. I don't know anybody back here that I could just throw some money to and say, yo, let me just beat your ass, you know? Right. I'm pretty sure somebody going to want to fight back. Right. Nah, bro, you just got to take this ass whooping the shit for the camera. Right. Hold on, let me go live right here and shit. And we're going to just go live and stage this whole shit. Like, okay. Okay. I'm sorry, I can't be like all your other streamer guys and shit and fabricate some shit, bro. That ain't how we move out here, bro. Right. The same cats that I come on here and go live for and shit. Right. The same cats that watch me. Right. They find me hilarious and all kinds of shit. They know I ain't coming off on no shit. Right. You don't think they can't just call me out? Hey, bro, what were you talking about on this shit right here about such and such and shit? Right. Most of the time they call me, I'll talk about, yo, you got who was this motherfucker in your chat and shit, dog? I'm about to go air this nigga the fuck up, take him off the map. He talking me that kind of way. I'm like, bro, it's the internet niggas. Right, it's the internet niggas. Right. They get inside the chat, be acting all crazy and all kinds of shit. Right. You don't know who be watching my show and shit, bro. Most of our material we get, most of the content, you can like after a while see where content comes from. Right. Most of the stuff we get through here is like gang members. Right. Politics. Right. We get politics and club through here. Right. So then the person send me a track and then you try to pop off in the chat and shit. And this nigga got the whole track right there, just telling you what the last nigga that tried to play on him, what he did to him and shit. And then now you trying to play with him. Right. And all these cats hit me up because they know I'm good with the tech. They know I'm good with the tech. Right. You already was stupid enough to type in the chat and shit. Gave so much information right there to where you already gave away your position. Right. When you wrote that dumbass shit in the chat, you done pinged the algorithm and shit of your position. Right. They'll say one viewer from this place right here. It ain't that hard to triangulate in. You geo mapping and shit. Right. I told you. Some of the idiots were so happy to give companies fucking 130 million fucking pictures of trees, streets, and everything. Right. Niantic shit. How many times did Pokemon Go get hacked? Right. So some of us that used to hack the shit out of that game, we understand what geolocation can do, especially in an augmented reality setting. Right. So how hard do you think it is to take a geolocation from one app, use it with another app and shit, put in augmented reality, and then be able to surface through your block and narrow it down to how many houses is there and key point where you at? You ain't got to worry. I'm nice. I'll send you a picture of your front door. Right, mail you a picture of your front door. Have you astound? How the fuck you find me? That's the wrong question, right? Who else done found you? Who else knows where you're at now? Right, I remember we were on Facebook one time. Somebody came in. He was like fucking not even 15 minutes away. He jumped in my chat talking shit about my boy. Said his freestyle was ass and shit. My man said, see him about it. And dude tried to act cocky and shit. He get on another account and got on. Trying to talk sideways still. Like we couldn't easily go to his page, find out, bam, okay, you right there in Dalmar. Right. Hey, yo, who y'all know in Dalmar and shit? Y'all know this dude right here? Oh, yeah, this is whatchamacallit people and shit. They stay around this way. Right. We only 15 minutes away and shit. Popped up while you were still on your live and shit. My man faded the shit out of your ass. Faded you on your live and shit. That nigga trying to turn his phone and all that shit off. Tried to take off running. Mm-hmm. You know, after it got to a certain point, you know, I got my mans up off of them and shit, you know. Right, let's get the fuck out of here. Hell yeah, shit. Hell yeah, shit. Get them up out of there, shit. I didn't mainly stop him until it was already looked over. Once he started stumping it out and dude curled up and shit, you know, it was already over at that point. You give him about like a good, like probably a minute. All right, you get about a good minute and shit, then I'm gonna come up and grab you up. You know, come grab and L you real quick. You know, hey bro, come back to it. We gotta get out of here. Yeah. Ain't nobody was coming, but you know, you gotta get the fuck out of there, you know, get some distance. Right at that point, he was just like, yo, on cuz and on Loke and shit. And I was like, uh-oh, I know this is about to go sideways. All right. I thought the dude had fight in him. I thought he did. He was talking some big ass shit. He was talking some big ass shit the whole time. We were watching his live and shit. He said, yo, I'll come up and mollywop a nigga and make his grandma feel it with this Uzi and shit. And my man was thinking the whole time. He said, yo, we gotta go up there and shit. I was thinking in my head and shit, you know, probably not the best shit, but I was thinking, ooh, a free gun. Right, that's why I was thinking, a free gun. Because more than likely, you know, right, my boy, he was already ready in case he pulled on him anyway. Right, but the dude didn't even have nothing. It was a fucking toy gun, fucking replica. I looked at it, picked it up. Right, it was a fucking replica and shit. Wasn't even a real shit. That was about to be mine. Oh yeah, I could have probably had that for many a years. Or sold it off to somebody for something better, you know. Hey, when you get it from the street and shit, bro, shit, you know, that'd be the best come up. Hey, I remember the Delaware Haitians were battling one night. The Haitians right down the street from us. Over on the east side. Oh my gosh, you talking about like 100 on 100. Yo, they came out like 15 fucking cars deep. Front, and it's like a two-way street. They came both angles of the fucking street and cars lined up the whole street, and you just seen these motherfuckers come running out and shit. They all rushing at this one house. Some people in there partying and shit. All you hearing is boom, 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 boom. Right, they had a whole bunch of Afro shit jumping off. Right, we sitting on the porch and shit, drinking some Heinekens and shit. I had just got us a 12-pack. We sitting there drinking with the fellas and shit. My man, he stayed right across the street. You know, he's a big homie and shit. He's sitting there. He's like, yo, shit's about to go down. So he go ahead and he goes up in the house and shit. And we ain't even realizing what the fuck's really going on and shit. And you just see these niggas rush the shit out of that door. Right, they were boom, boom, pop. Came up in that shit and you just seen motherfucking people flooded. Right, people on people and shit just coming out, motherfuckers knocking each other off the porch because they had like a little defense thing on the porch and shit. Right, motherfuckers getting flipped off the porch and shit. Then I seen the one guy, he comes up from the back vehicle and shit. It's like a old school Jeep and shit. He comes out, I see he had a banger and shit, but then this nigga got scared and put it underneath the wheel of a truck. I scoped in on that shit. I told my boy, hey, if it's still there, I'm grabbing that. My man looked at it, he said, I seen it too. I said, we got to get that. Right, it was a 38 and shit. Right, we were trying to get that shit. Mm-hmm. Yo, when it went down, it was so perfect, bro. We walked to the end of the block and shit. We watched for about like a good 5 minutes and then walked to the end of the block. Caught the cab out to the IHOP and shit. Right, went out to the IHOP sitting in there like, yo, that shit was fucking crazy. Yo, when we come back, the whole street is cleared. When we get back, round 2 jumps off not even an hour later. Right. When they came back, shit, the H's came back and they did one of the worst ever shit I ever seen. Like some of the dumbest shit ever seen. Now I told you the road can go in from one way and the other way. Now the other way is a narrow street. It's right on East Church Street. The other way is right by the railroad tracks. So both of you got to turn sharp to get in. Why these niggas decide to come try and shoot the house up? Well, they end up shooting their homeboy in the process of it. Like straight shot the man in the head and shit. You got 2 cars running up the street and they shooting. The one car shooting out the window the proper way at the house. The other car's coming up. The nigga trying to shoot out the driver's shit. And he ended up shooting and shot the other driver in the fucking head. And they caused that car to fucking slam into another car. And when they did that shit, you know how the fucking alarm things go off on a car that you just impacted and shit. And now their shit's gone. Yo, they came out of that motherfucking house and shit. Oh, it was on. It was on. Yo, we got up inside. Hey, look, we went up inside the crib. Nigga went down to the basement. Right, went down to the basement and shit, nigga. I say, yo, let's chill down here by like 30 minutes and shit. Cause down in the basement, you got the little window shooting and shit. So you can hear outside and shit. And yo, all you heard was right. I know it wasn't no 5.56s. Only like 3 pounds impacted like my mom, like my boy, well, my godmom's house, you know. Yeah, it hit her TV, hit her lamp, and hit the little ceiling fan and shit. When they hit the ceiling fan, it actually made the fucking ceiling fan work. That shit never worked before. Until that shit got shot. It made it work. So, you know, obviously that shit made some work, you know. Hey. Not to act up, but shit, you know, fuck it. It made that shit work. Right. Nah, we never found who actually shot that shit. I'll tell you why. Shit, hey, you talking about the boys coming through with the SWAT? Right, boys coming through with the SWAT and grabbing everybody in that house, dog. It was like 23 Haitians inside that crib. Now you thinking this is like a fucking like 5-bedroom, 2-story type shit, know what I'm saying? Right. We went in there and shit one day, right? When they already cleared them out, we went in there and shit. You can see how they were doing it. Right. You talking about motherfuckers has fucking cots set up and shit, different spots here and shit, then everybody eat here and all that, right? Hey, I was kind of impressed and shit. You feel me? Shit. I figured it was just like how the Mexicans would do it and shit. You feel me? Right, I done seen how they get it in too. Shit, they usually have about motherfucking 12 heads in the room. Right, everybody got their pillow and sleeping system and shit. And y'all just lay like that and shit. Get up. Same time, y'all heading the fuck out. Right, grab coffee, whatever, out the fridge and shit. Right, every time I ever seen them at the store, they buying, Coronas and shit. Right, living on like group homes type style shit. You just buy whatever you need when you need it. Hey, I learned that shit from the military. Shit, buy what you need when you need it. Right. Hey, look, my military trainer helped me out when I did some time too. Shit, right. I ain't never got shit. That philosophy, I ain't never got shit. It always work. Somebody always wants something. Right. I only feed the niggas that are loyal and shit too. Oh yeah. First nigga, I need a strap. Mhm. Something pokey. Oh yeah, I need something pokey because then you nobody poking me. 'Cause everybody pokes. Poke slash gut stab, whatever you want to call it. There's somebody that would do it. Hey, broom handle, dustpan, trash can, garbage bag, socks. All right, batteries and socks. Shit, in the military shit, that's how you used to get it in. Right, let somebody blow something for you, your squad or something, secure liberty and shit. Right. That motherfucker catching a blanket party. Right, everybody go around and put soap inside the motherfucking sock and shit. And Uncle Sam's soap, that shit right there lasts like damn near forever and shit. Bro, I had a bar of soap that I took with me and shit that I swore lasted about like 6 months and shit. Using it. Every chance I got to take a bath and shit. It might have took like, I think the longest I was out there, I didn't have a bath for like 9 days and shit. But don't get me wrong, I was definitely feeling clean. Right. You do it up with the baby wipes and shit and some canteen water and shit. You get it in where you get it in. Right. It wasn't like I walk up and you just smelling straight armpits, odor and balls. Like, nah. You gotta think we still gotta go inside the mess hall where civilians is, and he might be on the battlefield, but we still gotta be professional with it. Hell yeah. Shit. I remember this Argentina woman I met out there, boy. She worked in the chow hall at the DFAC. She had some of the softest hands ever. Right. You ain't had it, man. You ain't had a woman touch you in goddamn about like 6 months of shit, boy. Sheesh. And her hand just looks so beautiful and shit. You see her scoop that ladle. Right. Talk about, man, shit. I got like $300 in my pocket and shit, like I just want to feel your hands, right? Right. You just make the suggestion and shit. She already done read what it was. Right. And then you just sit there like surprised and shit. She's like, I'm sorry. Nah. That's exactly what I thought would happen. That's why I paid you for it. Thank you. I can do another 5 more months out this motherfucker. Oh shit! Hey, tell you, man. Tell you. Like for real, when you plan to do the military and shit and try and retire, and then you get injured and shit on your second deployment, while you're already training for counterintelligence and shit, learning Arabic, already dressed right, already growing your hair and shit out to look more like them. Know what I'm saying? Right. I got 3 months in the CID and shit and got injured. Right. And it could have been avoided, bro. My fucking driver went to sleep behind the wheel. And hey, gotta say how it is, bro. He went to sleep behind the wheel and almost killed everybody in the fucking vehicle. Straight like that. He went down the motherfucking hill. We looking. I'm up on the 50. Right. Up on the 50. And we start going off the fucking hill. Right, down the fucking hill, actually. And while we're going down the hill, happened to be IED somewhere down towards the base. And click. Lucky for our ass, we had one of the new up armor vehicles. Because the way that they were describing it, nobody should have survived that motherfucking shit. I'm like, damn. Good thing we had the goo. Right. Good thing Congress approved and we already had the up armor shit. Me, I got thrown. Right. I got thrown from the fucking shit. All I remember seeing was a big bright flash. I heard, oh shit. My boy fucking said we're gonna die. And I seen a flash and was like, you know, it wasn't shit. Then weeks later, I'm waking up in the all dark room and shit. Yep, in a dark room, have my body in cast and shit. Don't know what the fuck done happened. Then they tell me that, like, yo, you know, you're lucky to be here. You died like a couple times and shit. Like, what? Damn, nigga, I didn't see shit when I was going. Right. I wasn't burning. I wasn't that piece of shit. I didn't see shit, nigga. Right. So every time when I hear somebody sharing like life death experiences and shit, it's like, nigga, according to the government, nigga, I died 6 times. They even called my parents, right? They even called my parents and shit. And my mom have a whole fucking seizure and shit. Grandma seizure and shit. Getting the word that her first and only son done died in combat and shit. And then not hearing for weeks and shit that, oh, you know, miscommunication, you know, he's coming through, came out of coma and shit. We had lost him a few times and shit. Like, right. But just off of that shit, dog, she was already like devastated. Like, devastated. Like her world got fucking shattered. And it's crazy, right? That power that we have. Yeah. Yeah. But we can't tap into it for good shit, right? We gotta tap into it for the negative shit, right? Because that's what some people answer is. Wake up in the morning, oh, I'm gonna fuck this dude's day up. It's cool when you put it in a joking fashion and shit. You catch him on some shit, oh yeah, get him on it. Get him on it. But damn. Who really plans and says, yo, my schedule for the day from this to this is to hit them at this angle, from this to this is to hit them at that angle? I don't think nobody does unless you're getting paid by somebody to do some shit like that. Because that's like a nuisance in a way. Right, like a nuisance, like an annoyance. Like, yeah, I'm gonna plot out how to wreck this dude all day. It's like, why ain't you plotting out how to make you better. Right. Why don't you put you in a better position than where they're at? Or try to catch up to where they're at? They'll be like, huh? Huh? What does that mean? I don't speak that language. Right, I had somebody tell me that before. They said I was speaking Saipan and shit. I said, oh, okay, well, hold on. Let me talk to the translator app. I said, hey, can you translate my Saipan language over to English for this guy? And they said, we detected that you were speaking English. I said, oh, okay, well, here, let me print this out for him and shit. Right, let me make a clip of it. Hey, bro, check this out. Right, remember what we talked about? You said I was talking like Saipan and shit. Right, see? It's actually called Cantonese and shit, you see? Right, them people got different language dialects and shit. Right, that's called different stuff. Right, with different letters in the alphabet. But check it out. This is what it says on it, right? Yeah, uh-huh. He was like, oh, you really did all that? I said, well, shit, got to educate you, right? So, right. If I give you the knowledge to not make the same mistake and teach you it, you might not make the same mistake. Because sometimes you don't know who you playing with or how far they try to go with it. You know how that be. Right. I like to tell them, yo, why you mad? You know what I'm saying?
Worldwide clear. TBA radio. Turn the motherfucking speakers to the max.
What's good, Miss Chrissy? What's good, Miss Bonta?
With the baddest out there in the game.
Throw 100 at him, Slim. Watch how I work, Boomer. What they mad for? Ain't like we don't show them the tools of success on a daily. Like we don't move the way that we move different. So they can get their attention because we already got our own traction. They thought the little engine couldn't. They didn't know he had a electric train engine inside that joint. And it done passed them 80 times. Before their eyes caught on to what really just occurred.
I don't agree about the same. You live through this constant fabric and fire for us all down rising in the
Yeah. Hey, yo, what's up with the onk? Everybody talking about this onk era. Hey, get hashtag winning daily. You know what it is. Yeah. But yeah, what's up with this onk shit? Everybody wants to, right? This new generation right here wants to shit on the ones that paved the game that you're imitating and trying to put your twist on. How does that not come off as hypocrisy? Right, if they weren't there at the forefront, you wouldn't have modeled your design after it. Right. Somebody, right. Some people go back and look at like our lineage and shit, dog. Right. Shows like The Basement and all that shit was on. Right. We had shit like motherfucking MySpace and shit jumping off, and right. When technology was booming with streaming and shit capability, you know what? I was there. If it was a high platform, I've been there. Right, if it was an app, I've been there. Right. And then you timed that timeline up and was like, oh man. I remember when trap first came over to the USA. Right. Everybody was on crunk music. Right. Everybody was on crunk music. Then Outkast was popping off. Right. Then Outkast started popping off, and here comes the dynamics change up. Even then with the hi-hats, it was like, oh shit, EDM was jumping off over across the pond. Right. I said, oh, if this combination merges with this American culture of the hip hop, oh man, this would be something crazy. Then while I'm over there backpacking and shit, I see an American artist come over. Right. Seeing ASAP Rocky. Was like, oh shit. He gonna be a problem when he go back to America. Then I come back to America, I see that he's on a lot of shit, and I'm like, damn, the whole ASAP mob. And I'm like, damn, I heard this song 6 months ago over at a motherfucking bus station and shit, waiting to catch the bus over in Britain. It's like, damn, what they call it, the trolley, waiting to catch the trolley. Right, I'm hearing the song come across dude's thing, and I'm like, damn, that shit hot. Who that? He's like, it's a group ASAP, ASAP. Right, then I come back and I'm like, damn, yo, hey, bro, I heard that shit months ago and shit. My boy, like, damn, I even showed him a tape and shit that I had brought back of this shit on CD, and he's like, damn, that shit now on the radio. I say, yo. Right. See how we create the wave, but then it goes overseas and it gets paid, and then it most of the time rinses back here. Right. You like, damn, I ain't heard this shit before, but it already done hit fucking numbers of platinum and shit, right? People are thinking, oh, okay, you got a trend here in the US market and shit. Okay, well, that gives you a swimming pool of probably a max of 325 to 350 million occupants. When there's almost 10 billion people on the planet. So you rather worry about the small area versus the whole entire world. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. You start breaking it down in a scope like that, then it's like, damn, I forgot all about that shit. Right. and almost everybody has the potential to earn. Right, they do. You just got to have it out there, have a presence to it. Right, how do you promote a product? It has to have a presence, right? It has to have people to see it, right? You have to have a way to distribute the product to get it to wherever you're trying to get it to, right? So usually you task it out to like distributors. So they're gonna put it out here on these storefronts and stock it up. Think of like the days back, well, jump back about what, like 20 years? Right, the day of the CD. Right. You would go inside your CD store and there was your selection. You go in to see, hey, is that new 50 out? Is that new Banks out or whatever? Whoever your favorite artist is, yo, it's his album here. Right? They might not have it there, but how did they get to the store? Somebody had to make them. Right. They had to pay somebody to make them. Right. You don't see most of these artists nowadays doing their own print and press, like how Eazy-E and them were at Ruthless Records. Nah, we're in the digital age now. All right, we're in the digital age now. Well, you can push a button and say, hey, how can I sell my stuff? Matter of fact, that's too simple. How can I learn how to be my own boss? Matter of fact, no. Point me towards tools that can possibly teach me about business. That sounds a lot more fitting. Right. Some of it might give you some links saying, oh, well, this university here, this university here. Okay, well, you got a little thing nowadays that's built right into your phone. That's the AI. Right. And a couple of prompts and some good inquisitive questions and watch how you word your questions. You can find about anything that you want to find. Just about anything. And, right. The first thing you should look at is how to get financial stability. And then when you get financial stability, figure out how. Well, hopefully during the course of you figuring that out, you'll start studying time management techniques. Where you start actually counting minutes. So now you're more effective with your time management. So then at that point, now you know how to calculate what your earnings are and see an estimate of what your growth is and what your value is. Because a lot of people say, oh, I'm worth this and all that and shit. And it's like, okay, what's your numerical value? Right, what's your numerical value? Mm-hmm. Right, you break it down like that and say, oh, well, what's your number? Uh-huh, okay. You ain't as big as you thought you were, huh? Right, ask them what their net is. Ask them what they have that makes up their value. See? A lot of people ain't got that. They're gonna come on and say, oh yeah, I got such and such and such, and I got this car and all that, and be like, okay, so you got something that constantly depreciates. So you got a constant loss right there. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, you don't see it as a constant loss? It is. Let somebody hit your car, you gotta pay out to get it repaired, right? You gotta constantly put fuel into it, right? So that starts degrading your parts inside your vehicle. So your overall vehicle already done lost money. The second you bought it and you took it off the lot, you done already took a loss. You see? Some people don't think of shit like that. They don't think of it like that. I know somebody that got a car every single 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. Most dealerships give you 2 weeks if you want to confirm if you want to buy it. And he's like, I don't like this one, and he'll go grab another car. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because he getting calls. He getting calls the way that he did it, to where the car would cost him about like 70 to 80 bucks a month with crazy freaking tax shit, man. You talk about tax loopholes like that, man. But everybody got access to it, LLC, you know. Get the money, don't touch it. Some people touch it and fuck it up. And they got no plan to how to recoup and get it back. All right, you can only do bankruptcy so many times. I don't even really know that word. Hell no. Hell no. That means court and potential jail time. No way. No way. Right. I know how to zigzag around the lines and shit, highlight them bitches and shit. Don't worry, you just really don't notice. You think it was all straight the whole time. Yes, indeed. You need a motherfucker like that in a crew. Again. Hey, that's like how we did the audio. Right. We did the motion last night. We got the game up in playtest. Right. On the game, we are on phase 4 now. We are on phase 4. Phase 4 consists of polishing, lighting, camera movements. So we have a zoom in because we're trying to put a mode into it now to where you can actually like jump inside of your thing. Sprites, assets will be coming down the pipe. So, you know, hey, I told you, nice little community project and stuff. Give y'all something to play on and stuff, you know, and we see how it take off. See how it take off, right? I told you I'll bring y'all a free game to play. All right, man. You know how it is, right? I told you. You stay tuned, following all that shit, man. You see how my skills get better and better, and I get more creative and creative, right? Thinking of, oh man, what can I do for the nation and shit, bro? Right. Let's give us a whole bunch of shit that nobody else really even thought of or had and shit like that, you know? Right. Our own print out here, bro. Like we already been moving our own way anyway. Right, moving our way anyway. Some people think that we out here stealing people's chicks and shit. I don't know about my co-hosts and shit, but bro, I ain't never had to steal from nobody. Right. I figure if I need something that I want it and I can't get it and shit, then I obviously bullshit it. Right, I obviously bullshit it at some point to where I couldn't get it. Right, I ain't gonna beat myself up. It's gonna be like, damn, I need to go back and reassess what I fucked up at. Right, and then wake up the next day and do even better. Right. You don't set goals like that. Sometimes I go to sleep and shit. I'll be in my dream and shit like I'm fully awake. Like I'm fully awake. Like I done seen my day and how I'm gonna change it up for the day. And it might not go with what my original plan was. And then I might do a whole bunch of extra stuff, but then it sets me up down the road for better opportunities, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Right, like today, you know, right after the holiday, like shit, I viewed like 5 houses. Right, my folks woke up early, bam. You talking about laying in bed, viewing houses and shit. Fix me some coffee so I can wake up and check them out. It was like, oh, the spot that I settled on right there, you man, y'all gonna like it because we're gonna do some nice stuff to it. It's a reservation, a conservation zone right across this man-made pond that they put right there. Right, so there'll never be no houses behind me, but it's a nice lake. I already got ideas for that shit. My brother-in-law said he's seen some bubbles. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure, but you know, I'm thinking possibly, you know, putting a little pier on my property and shit to connect to that shit to go out a little distance because I can do it at that point. And then, you know, go buy me a whole bunch of pound of like fucking fish or eggs or whatever, and then populate that pound myself. That's what I'm thinking. Populate that pond myself, so then I have access to go fishing years down the road. Right? I might be an old man, want to sit back in my backyard one night and shit, cast a line out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Right, and be able to have the access to do it. Right. I just might want to have my shorty look out across the look at the moon across the creek in the backyard and shit, know what I'm saying? Right, and just say Slim a couple times and shit, right. It seemed like a magical Disney moment. I don't know, shit. Every woman want to be a goddamn princess and a queen someday, shit. Right, that's what I call from Disney. Right, every prince finds the princess, and then bam, he becomes king, and then she's like queen, Right. We still out here dancing with the princesses. I know. I'm still looking for the bad ones. They be in the house. They in the house. Right. They come through in the chat. They be in the house at this point. I know. I got to get them outside where they ain't working. Most of the women in our nation, they career oriented. Right. That sleepover is like our date and shit, in a way, I guess. Hey, what do y'all think of that nowadays, yo? This whole dilemma, because we done brought it to y'all and a couple like other channel content creators and shit. Like, what is this dilemma of simping, bro? Right, simping don't even seem like simping no more. See, back during the virus days and shit, you really couldn't get to nobody and shit. So, Discord and Telegram were popping, There wasn't sites like Fan House and stuff like that, Right, so them things were popping, and then OnlyFans popped up. I never had nothing wrong with the OnlyFans. Right, I pushed for mad chicks to get that shit. Right, your own little right. You the star of your own shit. So what you choose to do is you. Right, they got access to watch, but they gotta pay too. Right. Hey, but the only thing I see of it is like, yo, y'all women, man, y'all be valuing yourself so low, girl. I be hating to watch this show and shit, and you done put out something that I know I could have got you 3 bands and shit. Just throw me in the camera with you. 3 bands we could have got. Right, but you just did all that shit for like $200 and something and shit. Right, got thousands of motherfuckers watching you do all this shit. Right, I done threw you probably $100 this shit. Right. I don't feel bad about it at all. The fuck you talking about? She gave me a show and did some of the shit I wanted to see. What you mean? All right. But damn, you did it for so cheap, shorty. All right. So cheap. All right, you talking about like a little $333 payment for a month and shit. Right, so that's about like what 60, 70 for the year. That's cheap as shit. And she's gonna do all this. Like, ain't no mystery of I want to get you to the bedroom. I can just see right here what all you down to do. All right, and most of them they act surprised and shit when you talk in like, yo, you do house, right? You do house visits. Right, you just go in the chat and you put the little house and then you put the little nurse thing on it. Right, you got to know the code for it. Right, that means that she do travel a house visit. Because most of the time you can see where the chicks are from. Right, I done seen mad little things in my town. Up on there, yep. Right up on there. Some of them teachers I told you that been on the news and shit. Right, one of them, she's on there all the time. Right, she got a whole machine and shit that just, yeah, but she's on there all the time. Hey, she got good hands and all that shit. I tell you what. Right. She done came over and showed me a couple times. Right. She washed my shampoo. Hey, good old April. Yes, indeed. Shit. I'm glad she shared every now and then and shit. Cause I be getting annoyed and jealous of her little fucking toy. Hey, she got the whole fucking machine and shit, right? I get jealous of that shit. Hell yeah, nigga. I turn her screaming. I see that shit. I'm like, damn, bitch. You could have just came down here. Oh, I'm making my money right now. Oh, okay, you at work. Got you. I'll be over there. Mm-hmm. Machinery only gets you so far, I guess. What's good with you, Ro? Ain't much, ain't much. I seen you ain't hit me early. Yeah, I hit you up. I was like, you're. Oh. Well, I thought you would have came through. Mm-hmm. Shit, you could have came over because those shit. I'm about to. Right, I put some stuff on the grill and shit early. Right when the rain stopped. Yeah, so I got like fucking 2 trays of barbecue up in here. Then I got a whole pan of fucking shish kebabs I made. And then I did some candy yams and shit. Yeah, big ass chunks of it with the brown sugar and all that shit. Yeah. I ate them sit for the recipe. Right, you know she got the family recipe book. Right, that shit like 60 years old. She got that shit. I say, yo, give me some of that knowledge and shit. Stop being stingy with it. Cause I was supposed to get the book. I told her get the book. She cooks, right? She got the family cook. Hey, right there you go. Uh huh. Hey, I always get that hot meal. You know it. Hey, somebody gonna make it for me. Hey, cuz you already know what it is. Shit. She ain't trying to cook for me. That mean that fridge empty. Shit. I ain't about throwing a couple dollars up in that motherfucking shit. Right, cook me up, girl. Right, we have. Hey, just, hey, look, cuz that's how I used to get the dates. Right, you see them outside and shit, looking like they ain't been fed in a while. Right, like she been eating ramen noodles and shit like that. Girl, shit, what's up? You want some steak, hamburger? What it is? Potato salad, macaroni salad. What's up? We about to make this all from scratch. Shit, you don't know how to cook? Pay attention. Shit, it's gonna look like porn the way I whip this food up for you. Right. Hey, cause you remember old girl used to say that. She said every time I see you in the kitchen, it's like food porn and shit. I said, oh really? Right. I went and bought a whole motherfucking chef hat and shit. Right. Bought a chef hat, the little apron and shit, just to stand at the range to cook. Right. Hold up, you look over to her and shit. You ain't got your shirt on. Put on your chef shit real quick. Go ahead and just grab like your chest and shit. Be like, yeah. She like, ooh. Be like, yeah, girl. I see you over there. Stop trying to look like you trying to suck my nips through this goddamn shirt. Hey, look, she would come over too and just start grabbing it and shit. Like, ooh, yeah, you do got a chest. Uh-huh. Then she start touching your nips and shit. Like, stop that shit, bitch. Right, I'm trying to cook right now. You trying to get me back to the bedroom. Hey, we get in there and shit, you ain't gonna be cooking. You might not even eat dinner. I'm about to put your ass to sleep. I'll see you in the morning. Right when I get off of work at 2 in the morning and shit, I'm coming right in there, wake your ass right on up. It's time to play. Bro, it was like after a while it was like she put a alarm on. Right. It was like she had an alarm on and shit. It was like, oh, I gotta wake up. Here he comes. Then I can go back to sleep. Actually, the one time I said, yo, it looked like you just forcing yourself. She said, no. I said, well, shit. Okay, well, go ahead and go back to sleep and shit. She got pissed off and shit. Oh, nigga, wait, what? Right, you changing up and all kinds of shit. Right. That's actually what put me to sleep, nigga. And now you tell me that You ain't gonna give it to me, right, nigga? She talked my ear off for like 45 minutes and shit, and then I was like, "Yo, shut up, put this right." That's when I came up with the one track and shit. Right inside my head, it was playing inside the beat. I heard the beat before I went to bed, so it was already stuck in my head. And in my head, and shit, she just talking all this shit, and I'm just thinking, I need my in your mouth. I need my in your mouth. Right. Then I just got to a point where it's just like, bitch, I need it in your mouth. Like shit. Put it in your mouth. Shit. You got all that goddamn talking shit. Right. Any other time you talking about you cotton mouth and shit. Like, goddamn, you done let right. You got super saliva tonight. Shit. Right. Get to work. I get to work. Mow a nigga down. Put me to bed, girl. Shit. That's what you is here for right now. Shit. Oh, she was there from war, you know. Right? It was my girl, but shit, you know, at that time and moment, right? I was really trying to go to sleep too. It ain't like I did nothing. Right. But shit, you know, hey, when you on that honeymoon stage and shit, you first get on the movie, oh boy, it's honeymoon stage shit. She ain't going nowhere. Soon as she get out to go to the bathroom, you right up on it, boy. Shit. Greyhound style with shit. Like, yeah. Go ahead, use it. I'm right here with you. Why you already sitting there, you know? Oh, look. Oh man, she gonna clean up in the bath and shit. Forgot to lock the door. Here's Johnny. Right, look, can't complain in the shower. Too much lubrication. That'd be the excuse. Mm. When I get with you, girl, boom, 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 boom. That feeling takes me overboard. Dum, bum, bum, bum. Feeling like I'm on a little boat when I swim in your ocean, girl. Do, do. Ah, right. Hitting on with the oldies that you would find on your TV station right now. The Gentle Breeze. Right. Remember that show, The Quiet Storm and shit? Bro, I used to do tapes like that. For my beats, I used to line my beats up and run that shit inside the car radio. Because you used to be able to run the car radio, and I would run my shit on the little station through the adapter from the phone. Be out on the block and shit. So right when you heard all the hip hop went off of the radio for that night, and the Quiet Storm going, and you hearing only the old people playing that shit, dog. I would turn my shit on and have my shit bumping and shit. You had the old people coming outside chilling on the porch and shit. They thought it was the radio. Right, they thought it was a radio. You grab your little walkie thing, because you know I had the CB system inside of every single whip I ever had. I had a CB system inside that shit. That way you talk on the intercom system and shit. Have it come out your trunk and shit. You listen to shit damn shit radio. Coming from the car trunk and shit, keeping the airways bumping when all the dope sounds go off. The only contender to go against the solid storm is the Gentle Breeze. My boy was like, "Yo, you a fool with that." I said, "Hey, shit." He used to sit right there, roll up, be like, "Yo, Slim, let me get that right there. Let me get that beat." Mm-hmm. Hey, at the same time, shit, you know, I didn't know inadvertently I was advertising. Right, didn't know inadvertently I was advertising, because shit, that was always like my way for selling beats. Right, I got a whole bunch of beats. Somebody hear it on the street, shit, I know exactly what beat that is. I know the name of it and shit. I can go straight on the laptop, pull that shit straight out, put it on a thumb drive or some shit. At that time, you know, burn it on the disc, and here you go. Put it in the case, there you go. Right, they'll bring me back a record in probably like 2 weeks or some shit. They're gonna hit one of their homeboy studio setups and shit, And then the whole crew gonna be all over that beat. And then the cool thing is, bam, it's like, yo, Slim, yo, we got this show going on, such and such a shit. Yo, show up. All right, bet. Right. You hear Slim. And then they come in and they spitting the shit live and shit. Right. I don't have to spit. I'm the nigga who beat they on. You already done heard my drop. People that know me know me. People that didn't know me, now they know me. Right, because my boy, he gonna walk me around the room and shit. Oh shit, that's the one who made the beat? Oh shit, yo, I need some beats, Slim. Shit, what's up, yo? How can I get a hold of you and shit? Hey man, you know we on YouTube and everything, man. And shit, here, take down my Facebook and shit. Right, here's my phone number and shit. Bam. Matter of fact, I'll do you better. Look, I got it all on business cards. Yeah, pull it out of my wallet. There you go. Right. Here's where you can find me at, bro. Right. You know, old world with it. They call it old world. Right. When I first told my mom I wanted to do a business and shit, she invested in me. Right. Gave me my first $100 and asked me what I was doing with it. I bought 2,000 little freaking business cards and shit and got them custom designed and shit. That took $50. Then I bought envelopes and stamps. Whole book of stamps and shit. They ate the rest of it. And then I went through everybody I knew in my family and all our family friends and the people that I knew at church and all kinds of shit. And then I had so many envelopes left over. I put one of my business cards in everybody's shit. And on the business card, had my name, my LLC and shit, saying that I can do just about anything. Right. So there was no statues of what I possibly could do. Right. I get calls every now and then in joint. You know what I'm saying? My city really ain't that big. I get calls every now and then while I'm out. Hey man, the fire stick or something going on. Or, hey, can you come by? My computer going crazy or something. Right. These people I know and stuff. Or people I might not meet. Right. Could be like my godfather working and building a house somewhere and somebody saying, oh man, you know, I just have the darnest luck with computers and junk. He'll be like, oh, word. Hey, let me call up my godson. Hey, what you doing? Oh, nothing much. Hey, I got a guy that got a computer and stuff. And they'll sit right there and be like, oh, okay, yeah. He want to know if he like not busy, take a look at it. Yeah, man, grab his info and stuff for me. Right, I'll be at that dude's house probably like later on that night and shit. He about to give me some money and give me some more money. Right, I don't usually tell him a price of shit. Right, I devalue my shit all the time. Right, usually I show up like in the case of like I had a guy in the same scenario. I did his computer shit. I told him 100. That dude gave me $300. Told me next time ask for more. I said, all right. The white man told me ask for more. I was giving you a discount. Right, I was severely giving you a discount because I was going to say 500. Right, it would have cost you 500 if you took it to Best Buy and fixed all the shit that I did. Same time, you know, I'm looking at all your files, defragging your shit, getting the virus out of it. And I happened to come across some shit to where it was like, bro, good thing you ain't in a position of power running for public office and shit, because I would have had you on some shit down the road. Right. Man, I went inside the dude's shit. He had, man, his shit was so clogged up off of porn. Mad fucking crazy porn, bro. This nigga had all kinds of shit. Even inside of like his cookie log for his browser and shit was all kinds of like such websites and shit. Wasn't even like the common run of the mill shit. It was just like some weird shit. Like, what the fuck? Right. Man, that dude had like a lot of femboy type shit. Right. He just had a fascination of like chick fucking him. Right. Hey, everybody got their own niche and shit, you know, right? Occasionally, if her toes look good and shit and you on the mode, you're right. Hey, I suck the motherfuckers. Right. I only got select the lady I do that shit for, because shit, you know, they feet on point. Hey, they make sure my shit on point too. Shit. Hey, I almost kick her in the face when she does that shit. You know, in the beginning, shit, I'm used to it now. Oh boy, shit. I'm telling you, shit. Mm. You said what kind of polish? Cause you know what it is, that clear, man, that clear, that coating. That's all it is. Right, better not put no color shit on me. Hell nah. I tried that shit like 2 times on my own and shit, the color shit. Right, you know, growing up, I had that whole goth phase and shit. Right, I was a diss at fucking goth. Right, I was a goth. I tried to do a little band shit for school. We were pretty dope. I think I understand what the fuck we were saying. Hey, I don't think anybody knew what we were saying and shit, but everybody was fucking turning up in the auditorium that day. Right, I called it 11-day suspension and shit. I came out on the stage. I thought I was a mix of 50 Cent and Eminem and shit. And I came out there and I said, "Where the motherfuckers?" Right, and then the song started off and it was shit, damn shit. Shit, damn shit. Come up in this bitch. Teachers always give me shit. Right, and then they pulled the motherfucking little aux cord out of the shit. Yeah, from the mic. The band still kept playing and shit. Yeah. Bro, I told you I was a little goth nigga. Right, I was a goth dude, bro. Right, light skin goth shit. I didn't get none of the tattings and piercings and shit. Hell nah. But shit, the black on black type shit, hell yeah. Hey, look, at the time, shit, all the white girls at school were on that type of vibe. So you talking about all that attention I was getting. Man, I remember a time I had 2 white girls fight for me. Right, fight for me. Cause the one chick wanted to hold my trapper keeper and shit. To look at some pictures I drew, and the other chick came and smacked it out of her hand. And was like, "Bitch, don't be grabbing that shit from him like that." And then she looked at him and was like, "Who you calling a bitch?" And then they start grabbing each other hair. Right. It wasn't even like no blows exchanged. They just grabbing each other hair, and then inadvertently the shit inside their hair got their hair like stuck to each other's hair and shit. So it's like 2 chicks trying to pull from each other, but the hair is locked. It's like one of those little things, you know, the little what they call that shit? The ponytail holder shits. The little clamp ones. That hold up like your bun and shit, right? And it got caught between the hair and it's like mixed into it. Hey, the crazy shit is like not even weeks later and shit, fucking both of them had lice and shit. And I got the lice from their ass. Mm-hmm. You talking about picture day, dog? Picture day. They sat there, got my hair done up and shit. First time ever getting some braids and shit. Right, because my hair never had been long like that ever. Every time it start growing, my folks will always cut that shit. Talking about every time my hair grows, I get crazy or something. I said, "Damn, really? My shit been growing all these years. I've been seeing a whole bunch of crazy shit occur and shit, you know?" Right, I did think at one point in time and shit, I was the Antichrist, you know? Bro, it came to me in a dream. I seen some shit I couldn't explain this shit. And it touched me with a mark and shit that's still here to the day. Right. So, you know, I don't know. I don't remember ever making a deal with anything. Right. I don't ever remember making a deal with anything. Not saying there ain't none out there. Yes, indeed. That one thick chick, Chrissy. Woo, girl. Yo, your picture. Your picture. I'm gonna make you into a model. Right, I'm gonna make you into a model, and then we're gonna have a virtual digitized date. All right, we're gonna AI generate the whole shit. Yeah. And then we're gonna put a survey out saying, yo, let's go to Cali and shit, see what it is. When they say shoot your shot, make sure you don't miss. Cause love's a tangible thing. You don't want to intertwine and mix. If you're not coming with the whole Hyundai, you gotta get stepping up. Cause the heart beats another day, but the mind don't forget so easily. And the feelings can turn from love and passion into thoughts of demise and rage. Well, your days might get numbered, because you might not know what's coming when you play games with the heart. Woo! Talk to him, youngin'. Appreciate you, old fella. Hey, brother, there's always one. There's always that one old fella in the crowd and shit, yo. That's the super old OG and shit. But like, talk to him, fella. Talk to him, young brother. Bro. And some people try to figure out, right, how people get to certain points and shit. Remember I told y'all, like, in my interview, I'm like on, like, probably my last life. Doesn't mean that during my life and stuff, I wasn't given good opportunities and stuff like that. Right. Or having access to stuff and stuff like that. Right. It's just the path I happen to take. That just happen to go crazy twists and turns and stuff, you know? Right. Right. But then it's like, what do you do with attraction? Do you let it break you down? Right. I say, you know what? If they want to come with an angle at you and shit, why not create the narrative so then they can't spin it? They can't spin it. How they going to spin something? Like, how could you talk to some? Like, how could you even try to pick on somebody that's coming from a padded room, right? Like, especially like our platform, right? They wanted to try and shit on GBA radio like it wasn't nothing, right? So I say, you know what? Let's go ahead and put in for paperwork and stuff, you know, and go ahead and get patent pending and stuff on stuff, you know, right? So then we can actually officially have the copyright icon put on our screen, right? Because you don't want to fly that you have a company and somebody sees it and then now you get in some legal trouble when you could have went ahead and have a company, you know, right? So why not put in for that so then we can put up our picture and stuff so then we can say, hey, GBA radio, oh, there's the copyright right there, right? Right. So if anybody wants to take and use us in a, I guess in a trollish fashion or whatever, their best shot, then that logo will happen to be right there. You know, that logo just happened to be right there. So then we can really play. Right. We can really play. Some people don't get how you're supposed to play the game, right? Right. Remember how like Rick and Morty first came out? It wasn't Rick and Morty. It was Doc and Monty. Right, a little Rev episode joint used to be on channel 101. Right. Now here's the cool thing about channel 101. If anybody ever used to watch it, it used to be one of the biggest channels that you would send stuff in. It would actually get reviewed, and then it would be put in rotation and broadcast on the channel. I said that's pretty cool, because at that time, I knew a lot of people in my town that had some stuff that they couldn't get on Tubi, but they say, you know what? Just put it out here and submit it for the channel and it get picked up. Then guess what? When they brought it back, it was ready for Tubi because they already had a good understanding of what to change to make the formula pop. So now did they not only do one movie, they did 7 movies. How do you get more people attracted and shit? Right. Put your homeboys and shit in from around town. Right. I've been in like 2 of my homeboys' movies. One of them I got shot. Right. I got shot. I was DJing and I got shot. Another one, you see me chilling at the bar and shit, talking to this chick. Right, it's like a little corner type shit. You see me right there, you can tell it's definitely me. You know, you see my boy Bub. He's on the other side of the bar. He's throwing the cup up in the air. We got my boy Bill. He's right over there. He was working the bar that night. He's at the drink pouring shit. Got my boy Taz. He's sitting right there. His baby mom, she worked behind the bar. It's her joint. Right. It's already a club night, so you know, free footage anyway for anybody that came in there. Right. So you already had the club vibe. All right, bro. See, some people don't seize the opportunity and shit. They gotta know how to talk to certain people and shit. Right. That's just like how we got some footage of us going down to the store and freaking holding up the dude in the store and shit with some Lego blocks in my hand. Right. And walking out with a whole bag that appears to be money. Right. We're gonna put that inside of my boy Young B's video. Right. He's writing me some shit, and I'm gonna supposedly have to write him something. Right. He gonna spit my joint, I'm gonna spit his. So he gonna hit me with that bar game, that fast flow. Right. Start getting my speed up. Mm-hmm. It might happen, bro. It might happen. I told you I'm not a rapper though. I just rap a lot. Now you see me on stage with a band and shit, that's a whole different story. See, that's a different career path right there that I'm trying to go out there and pursue. Heck yeah. We came to a name, it'll either be the Washed Out or it'll be GBA Nation. Right. I might have the dude, the Boomer, start whipping me some stuff up. Right. We about to go gorilla with it. I know, hey, it's so wild, right? That I looked at my YouTube playlist today, the little recommended thing where it says this mix is for you. Right. I look at the mix and I hear us. I hear us. I hear us, and I might hear 2-3 songs that are outside of us. And if I double back on a song and I look at the traffic lane of where that mix is lined up at, it puts it in all kinds of different environments. All kinds of different environments. On YouTube, we're in every single category that's on YouTube. We got content in every single category on YouTube. Why? Because we know how to do it. Right? If we doing videos and we're saying, hey, let's make a mixtape or something, ain't that how to or style? Is that not sort of a tutorial if we're showing you how to use a program to make visual art or something? If we're coming on and we're trolling somebody, or we not get provided entertainment or comedy? When you're riding your car and we hit you with all new drops on new drop day, is that not a playlist? A podcast? I'm just trying to figure out where the line is, right? Because I think we done did everything that all the other big guys done did. Right. But see, some people think that they worry about the big mainstream names and shit instead of the guys that are on decline that got their attention. Really? That's a key fact. That's a key fact. I done seen what comes on after our show goes off. And I said, that's crazy. That's crazy. Why after our show goes off, it puts you straight into Vivo. Right, puts you in a Vivo video mix. I said, that is very interesting. And I don't have like none, I got my shit set to where it pulls off of whatever YouTube is. So ain't really no watch history, none of that save the months. So it's like, oh, damn. Right, I go to Overdose Music, it's putting me into like, putting me right in there the hot drop new shit that's dropping off. Right. Shit that just got dropped like hours. I go to Hurricane, that put me in a lot of Midwest. And that puts me in a whole Midwest cipher of like all the dope Midwest shit that just dropped. That's why I say, even for content creators, when you go back on your content, clip your shit out. Make sure you put it inside when you make it short or whatever. Make sure you redirect it back to another video. That's why it's a section on that joint that says related video. You can point that back to the main video you clipped it, or you can point it to another clip. You want to have that joint like an ecosystem. You ever notice how somebody on the video and they said, hey, you see that right there at the top of the screen and it pops up a notification? Yeah, most of the time they're not doing it in YouTube because it's too slow. It's too slow of a process. I know it was too slow of a process. I tried it one time and I said, damn, it took 4 hours to do this. I could have used the same 4 hours to make a program to do this for me. So I went ahead, made the program, and now it does it for me. Just like I see y'all videos, and I'm like, damn, bro, that watermark done fucked it up. Fuck. Right. I'm pushing you as a home worldwide commodity. Right. Hey, fuck the numbers. If they came around and supported the first time, when you put it back up in the clean package of it and shit, then they'll ride for the second time. That actually helps you out. Because guess what? Now you got a secondary traffic flow to see the same content for the second time. And then short your shit out too. Right. Most people tap in for the mobile. Y'all miss how many people tap in on the mobile. Y'all be missing how many people tap in on the mobile. Right. Y'all be looking at my views like, well, hold on. He got like freaking 13 today on the live. Then about like 20 something on the rewatch. But this one here says shit. Fucking he done got 300-400 and shit. Like, how the fuck did he doff me for the day? Right. How did he bust my number for the day? I said, shit, when did we have an inconsistency? Right. I know exactly what time I can go live at any time during the day. Matter of fact, it doesn't even work like that. I can just go live and people just show up. Right. Some people, hey, I appreciate y'all that be in the chat too. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, y'all be giving me big up stuff. Right. You don't even know what kind of day I might have been having that day, but you be giving me some big ups. Right. We had a dude come through on Sunday. He said, yo, are you Jesus? I said, nah, man, but shit, my brother's path was hard, and it's hard out here trying to live that shit in this environment. Right. Right, that man was asking a question and shit, right? He put me up to somebody that is a historic figure and shit that inhabited something that was on, right. Somebody sees that in you, man. Shit, that felt good. Right, that felt good. All right, man. Mm-hmm. Like, who wants that nigga Nancy around all the time? Or that Mr. Wilson? I don't know, but hey, man, what's y'all opinion on the state of uh the pride, right, the pride language. I told you we would see it on full display. Right, we seen it on full display the whole month of that shit. Right, that's why I said going live was good. It gave us a whole account of how many came through. Right, all the flamingos and all the other ones and shit that came through and shit. Right, that shit was just fucking wild as shit, bro. Right, that they came with the audacity of that shit. It was like, what? But where did they go, bro? Where did they go? Cause we didn't ban none of them. It's just like, okay, well, I know. I guess you can't say the word pride, right? Okay. I just get my boy to say this shit. You know, he's definitely open with it. Right. Hey, look, even then we had information on that scale and we didn't even fully pull the trigger on it. Right. I could have showed you live club footage from my boy's phone and shit, just got it off of him. And I could have showed you live club footage, and that would have probably made the dude like quit streaming. But we ain't trying to destroy him like that, you know? All right, we ain't trying to destroy him like that. That's why we just like to catch clips when they do it to themselves. Yeah, yeah. You know, when you sitting there in the middle of the night and you just asking a bunch of dudes, how many, members been inside of somebody else's mouth and shit. Hey, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. That's hey, that shit is special. It's special. uh, oh man. What do you say? Oh yeah. That nah, it ain't demented, bro. It's purposely. They're sharing with the world. Right, they're sharing with the world, but they don't know when to stop the sharing. Yeah, they don't know when to stop the sharing. That's when it messes them up. Uh, I guess. I guess because some people you just don't know. You really don't. He seemed cool, then his friends say he's a fool. But I held right on. Damn. That shit said this number is disconnected. Damn. Hey, my shit disconnected. The number we try to call. Y'all remember when we hit them people with that 5K sandwich and shit? They thought that we were fucking wilding out and shit. Bro, you talking about calling everywhere in the city and the state over and shit, bro. I was dead ass serious. Who has that shit? I'm still looking. Somebody got one. They even told me they wouldn't make a 5K sandwich.
Leave your message for 3346.
Yo, nigga, they answering the phone nowadays. Nigga want to play games on the phone nowadays. Oh, mama. Grim nigga, I know you seen that phone motherfucking ring, dawg. You know when that shit rang, know what I'm saying? Answer that motherfucker. I know you sitting in the call right now. I ain't said a goddamn thing and shit, just listening and shit, ear hustling. Right. Start acting like a buster. Hit him with the slim stick. Right, that roller. With the impact of time dilation and then accelerated speed up to 1 second and shit. Of the force of 1,000 years. Hit the stick against the target, then it knocked it till it was gone. All right, that's that shit that we be on. They don't want to go till the light be on, till the light turns on. What happened when the light turns on? You tell me. Oh, seriously, we want to know. We want to know what happened when the light turns on. I'll tell you what happens. When the light turns on and it gets down low, and sometimes you get that churning that you can't escape. Cause she said you over there snoring and you didn't exhaust her in any kind of way. So she comes around and wants to go and knows that we know how to go blow for blow. Taking her way up high when you keep her down low, you know what I'm saying? Little something that was on my mind, when she was running her hands through my hair with the moisturizer conditioner. Had me lost into a stare. And I said, girl, before you present the dessert and the meal for me to eat, I got to go into the office and lock in and make this beat. Oh, she was pissed. Talking about, I'm going to lock you out your room. But shit, when I hit her with this groove right here, shit, it put her in a different mood.
TBA Radio. Turn the motherfucking speakers to the now when you make the back sound to the cage.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. The essence of the magic sounding like an instant classic. How we move across the glasses. To the shade go backwards. Reclining how she steady losing traction. I move around like a ballerina, how she be going, twirling around in circles, flooding the sheets like Katrina, like a fine gourmet meal. I'm happy to meet you, happy to treat you, and later fine dining happen to eat you on time when I recline and the love is overtwining how we get it in. Yeah. How we dancing the late night on sun. Woo! How we get it in. It's crazy how many events we got coming up this year. We got the Vegas fight with one of our own from the GBA Nation, Dankster, going against Beach Kids from out of Quebec, Canada. So even then, you know, that joint is crazy right there, you know. We right, that's wild right there, you know, like we're in the battle rap scene now. Right, so we're in the battle rap scene now, you know. So I told you, you never know which direction you're gonna get into, and you know, occasionally we get the controversy, right? We get the controversy of the gossip and shit, you know. When you hit them with the truth, they hate you for it. So, you know, they don't really want to surround there too much, you know, right? They don't understand cross promotion and shit. You feel me? Right. They want people of like minded shit. They don't want nobody to sit right there and poke holes in their shit, knowing that it's some shit. Right. But I know how to take that solid gold hefty bag around that motherfucker, light it on fire, put it back on their steps, and we all sit back and laugh. Now the content is funny. But they the ones stumping out the motherfucking shitty bag. And they done caught fire. They don't want to play. 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 We take their fame away every single day because they don't want to play. They don't want to play. How they always be pulling it off? You need some kind of gun bar to throw inside there, right? I said I pull up with the thing that look like Lego blocks, all black, strapped up with black mask tape. How I moved around from alley to alley, from aisle to aisle. I went, grabbed this there, made my way to the front, poured it up on him, said, "Give me that right there." He unloaded the register, had a blank stare. He didn't know who it was. I had the Scully mask on. Seen my same attire. He knew who it was, but he didn't know that the act was on. He almost gave me the bag of the cash, and if I would have walked out the door, that would have definitely been my ass. I said, "Yo, put the paper in the bag right on the side with it." He looked, said, "Oh, I see a bag with the paper. Yeah, give me that. Act like I just hit you with this shit, and I'm going outside with it." Right, now that's how you stage a real life robbery when you don't want to go to jail behind a real life robbery. Because if you control the narrative, then it looks like a real life robbery when it was, hey, my man said it was cool for me to act like I was robbing the spot. The dude behind the register, he came to work an hour early. Right. He came to work an hour early. I was, you know, shit. I told him I'll be here at 7:00. I'm gonna have my mask on. I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna have my little bag with me and shit. I'm gonna put some stuff in it. I'm gonna come up here and make sure you got a paper bag, right? Put some paper inside of a black bag and make sure he gives me this bag. Do not give me the bag when he takes it out of the register and I walk outside the store because I can go to fucking jail. I just want the photos, bro. Right? I had to make sure I want the photos, bro. I don't want to go to jail. Because it doesn't matter if at that point you walk outside, you done committed the fucking crime. You know? Right. As long as you don't go outside and you got it and you didn't take money, you know? Right. Now, if a cop would have walked up or something, yeah, he could have evaluated the scene, but then shit, we would have gave it, rolled back the tape, you know? Right. Hey, you can't get everybody to do some shit like that. You feel me? It ain't like I went to a bank. And plus, I wasn't taking the cash anyway. Fuck that. It was like, you know, right when the store about to close down and shit, you know, right. It's all nice and quiet. There was no cars in the parking lot when we pulled up and shit. So, you know, it was already like, okay, this is the best time. I didn't want to do it with anybody in the store because then I gotta get people to sign off on shit. They ain't gonna be cool with no shit like that. Hell no. Let's get back to it. The vibes, baby. The vibes. Some of that black screen magic. Because they said that we can't do it the way that we do it, I guess. Yeah. You know the rules. There's only one rule. Only one rule, that there is no rules. You know what I'm saying? Right. No clothes in the bedroom. That's a rule. Oh no, because every spot I ever had a walk-in closet that was separated from the bedroom. So it was like its own separate room. Right, because you got all that room in the bedroom. Now we're about to get even more room. I said, shit, that's more room for her to run. Right, more room for her to run. Get over it. Bro, I be feeling like it's Mortal Kombat sometimes, yo. Get over here. Right, she be trying to hit me with a bicycle kick and shit like she needs a break or something. Oh man, some of them are like Johnny Cage and shit, right? I done had one like slip while she was running and turned over and I like fell over and she like kneed me in my shit. And it was like, oh fuck. Right. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, shit, take the pain away. All right, take the pain away. You back on anyway. See, you just had 15, 20-second break right there. Get back to work. She'd be like, yes, sir. Aye, aye, Captain. Right. But like, damn, I came to get a test drive. Fuck. Car got all kinds of crazy conditions to it. Shit. That's usually how it is, right? Why is it why is it always good and shit when you got all these rules and shit? Because everybody pays to play. Everybody does. You don't believe so? Shit. The dating process and shit like that. The drugs or party supplements she needs to get into the zone. Everybody pays to play. Right. You pay to put the ring on the finger and shit. Oh, well, I forgot that's old fashioned now. Right. You hardly see that. Right. It's like miracles when you see it jump off. Right. Good thing in my family we don't have it and shit. Right. I'm just a loose cannon. Right. I'm the loose cannon. I know, you know how people be like, oh man, who having a baby next? They've been telling me that shit for like so many years and shit. Right. They like to think that I passed it back to them and shit. I said, there you go. You got all them right there. Right. Uh-huh. You damn Skippy. I said, watch it. Hey, I already got somebody waiting for me down in Florida anyway. Right. Remember this shorty at the airport? Right. See? Can't. Yeah. She said, ask Chad, can I have some dessert? Right. Y'all weren't trying to respond that day. Some of y'all did, right? The, bro, the dudes were like, hell nah. The chicks were like, what? Right, bro, because somebody wouldn't expect like a response like that. How you play off of what she said. Oh shit. Hey shit. Oh, it'd be worth the wait. I'll tell you, it'd be worth the wait. hmm And look, and she got a way bigger base than what I got. She got about 14 million followers and shit. You feel me? Right. I said, oh, look at that. Look at that. Right. And she ain't even in it for the views and shit. I said, that's cool. That's how you really ain't supposed to go in for it like that. Right. When we first started rapping and I started making beats and shit, I didn't give a fuck who liked my shit. Right. You heard it, bitch. Right. You heard it. You talking about going around town getting like, yo, I guarantee you every single beat I done made, I got stopped by the police. Somebody then got stopped playing it by the police. And the police didn't know what the fuck to say. Really didn't know what the fuck to say. He ain't never heard some shit go off like that. I had a police follow me for 2 blocks to my mom's house and turn the siren on in the driveway and shit to ask me what that was playing in the car. He ain't never heard a trunk hit the way that motherfucker hit. I ain't never heard a system hear it like that. He said, man, I hear radio every day. He thought it was the radio. Thought I had a system inside the bitch. Literally had me pop my trunk and shit. No system inside the motherfucker. But the motherfucking tweeters and the inside speakers and shit, motherfucker was hitting. Testing it out. Right. The car test. I swear it's that. The car test. I ain't never really test out shit really in cars. I always made shit inside of big trucks. Go sit inside of a truck and go motherfucking blow myself fucking stupid. Then, right. I don't know. We ain't did a real big bass shit in a minute. Nah, I'm gonna make another stupid ass one. The dude I had and shit, he went to right. He locked up, you know. He got his ass on child support or some shit. Right, he had a stupid ass fucking speaker system set up with a custom mode. That shit came out and from the back of his truck and shit looked like a big ass fucking FU and shit, like a big ass fucking fist with a middle finger coming up with speakers all inside of the bitch and the turn colors and shit. You hop inside the truck, you gotta get out of that bitch. Them fucking speakers just right. You can sit inside of it, you'll get fucking knocked stupid. You see your hair and all kinds of shit. Right. Feel like you're having a heart attack and shit. Bro, shit, that's how you get put on around here. Shit. It goes down at Ocean City. Everybody that does beats around here had like somebody that had a banging system and you send your beats to them. They'll go bang that shit out at the convenience, at the convention center in the parking lot. And then if you get right, if their truck wins the shit, you know, you get paid too. Right. And then they talk, you know, your beat's hot. Plus you get promo. You know, always show up with something. Bro, it don't matter where I'm at, bro. I got something that always represents me nearby. If I want somebody to find me and shit, I got something to give to you so you can find it. I figure every interaction is a possible business opportunity and also a possible friendship and shit. Right? I know people that I played video games with for over like 30-something years. I done flew out to their states, done met their families, they know their families, their parents, all kinds of shit. I got like 59 fucking extended families and shit. Right. And you talking about like when I lost my mother and shit, like, you know, all these other people that I consider as mothers and shit stepped in. Right. Connections, man. People. It's always people. Right. You always find people, bro. All right. Because it's about you guys. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Detroit after dark. Oh, yeah. It's after dark. Oh, yeah. What'd he say? Only thing open after 12 is a set of legs. Connected to shoulders attached to a brother. Get your honey ready to pour on the cakes. It's time to eat up. And this would be the moment Grim come back and be like, see, you talk about eating some ass or something, see? Talking about eating butt or something. Right. See, I was trying to bait him into coming back. He must not be there. But it would be something like that. Be like, nah, see? That's what he thought the campaign was, Boomer. He thought it was pouring honey on ass and shit. And I said, well, you know, that is a layer of cakes. Right. You don't remember the one bar I say, can I add another layer to your cakes? Right. Can I rub it in and make you feel so great? You got me curious, and I won't be satisfied unless I can have a taste. Girl, the way you're laying right there is like you laid out on a plate. And now that you're submerged in this honey, sorry I made you wait. Oh, I'm saying, right. They don't be catching my bars and shit, man. Respect my balls, man. Right, respect my balls. If I'm talking to her, I'm talking to her. I know how to talk to her. Right. Get her to shoot that thing, whatever I want her to do. Right, they at home right now, they be in the dancing move from side to side. I gotta tell them to move their ornaments and shit like that. Right, some of them got the little freaking, lonely success lady lifestyle and shit. She ain't got no man. This is her man right here talking to her. Right, I might put her to bed for the night. She wake up, she might remember, hey, he said something about breakfast. She might prepare some breakfast, you feel me? Right, she might not even know why she making breakfast and shit. It was like, damn, if he was here, he would see this nice ass spread that I made for breakfast and shit. Right. She's sitting there and hey. I believe one day, bro, they be sitting back analyzing this and shit. Right, sitting back analyzing this shit, and then she said this be the day to make approach. Mm-hmm. And she got everything catered the way that you exactly want and shit. Like she done modeled everything about her to you, to like specification and shit. That would be fucking weird. Well, I wouldn't even say really weird. I would just be like, shit, what took you so goddamn long? Shit. Should have been made contact. Shit, you were way past your ETA hour. Right, she gonna look astounded like, what? You been waiting for me? Shit, come on. Let's resume the next chapter now. Right, let's resume the next chapter now. Ain't that shit crazy? It's like we got them out here for us, bro. Right, we got them out here for us, but they're in different locations and shit. And we got the puzzle of how can we continue our work and put it on autopilot so we can get there. All right. All right. How much is boats costing? Because I'm pretty sure a boat. Well, shit, man. I worked for a company one time and shit. Worked for a company about 6 months and shit on board a fucking transport boat. We didn't get hit by no pirates or nothing and shit. Cause we were still in like good water and shit. But was working on there and shit, checking checking the locks and shit like that. On the headsco containers and shit, doing shit work. Mainly was in the mess hall and shit, Right. Then I come up, explore the town and shit. Right. But at the same time, it was like, nigga, free travel. I had looked up the price of the fucking like cruise at the time and shit. That bitch said like fucking like 3,200 and shit. I figure I work for these motherfuckers. I'm making a wage and shit. Right. They come up, bro. Some people are like, shit, I be telling the vets all the time and shit. Like, bro, Mil Air. I think they just changed the name again. But it used to be called Mil Air, MILAIR. You go to a base and shit at the airport and shit. And you see what their flight look like on shit. Catch that motherfucking AC-130 to that location and shit, And then if you trying to get back, trying to coordinate that shit, make sure you got all your paperwork and shit right and go off to places. Hey, I told you I done been around the world 2 times and shit, right? Mil Air, dog, shit. You go to one place and shit. That bitch told me like they were going over to the UK. I was like, all right, bet. Right. Had a motherfucking duffel bag with me and shit and motherfucking money in my pocket in my cards. Right, you gotta go see the world at least once. Go see some shit. Make sure it's actually out there. Right, I don't believe shit that the television screen be saying all the time. All right, last time I seen the TV screen and shit, it was telling me don't believe this guy because this guy knows more than this guy, and don't believe these guys because he said that he knows more than this guy and all this shit. And I said, damn, I thought, right. During the virus, we're having a science battle and shit. Right. Why are the nerds fighting each other? When they should be formulating this shit, fucking to ratify this shit. Right. I don't give a fuck who the top nerd is. What's the solution to the goddamn fucking problem that's going on currently? Right. It took you too long to come up with an answer and shit. It's too many goddamn A-kids. Right. Too many know-it-alls and I know all this and shit. And then where were all these motherfuckers at when the shit was jumping off? Oh, my bad shit. Most of them went to jail and shit, right? Fuck. Right. They were fucking shit up. Burning shit the fuck up. Hey. Good time during the 19 shit was, dog. Like shit, I came up on a whole bunch of good pair of fucking Jordans and shit. Right. Facebook Marketplace was jumping the fuck off. Right. I ended up getting like fucking 3 pair of fresh Jordans and shit, dog. No questions asked and shit. I seen the post pop the fuck up and shit. I looked inside that city and I made a new like little Facebook account for like that area and shit. Right, bought the shit, had the nigga ship that shit to Maryland. Right, I didn't give a fuck how he got that shit. When they got the me shit, 3 new pair of Jordans and shit for $150 plus $49.99 shipping. Right. Hey, when I priced them Jordans out, shit, them bitches were way higher than what I paid for. Hey, look, they were probably boosted that night that was on the news and shit. I didn't give 2 shits. And look, I hit my boys up the next day and say, yo, them Jordans be here soon. He seen them shits and he said, damn, yo, them bitches right here go for like 3 cents. I said, nigga, these are like $50 each and shit. Fuck you talking about? I spent $150 and got this box of them. Right. Oh, man, shit, there's always a hustle for everything and shit, bro. I done seen people go on like shit, like the Facebook shit, take all the free stuff that be on the side of the road and then go fucking liquidate that shit and come up with. Right, you talking about people put like freaking furniture and shit. Okay, your furniture is fabric. Fabric can get thrown off inside of a trash can, burned or whatever. Right, you got that railing and wood and shit that's inside of it. Right, most of the time it's like metal frame and shit, right? A fiend will take that bitch off and go get like $10, $15 at the scrap yard. Right. Hell yeah. They're everywhere. Even in my neighborhood, shit, apparently. You know, shit, we had the meth head motherfucker. Like, goddamn, right. I had to hit him with the only logic I knew that would give, you know, him an actual fear and shit. You know, right. Even if he came back around, you know, I had to vent that shit, so I put it on the track and shit, right. I meant that shit. Right. He thought I was playing. Just like the other day, they thought I was playing, bro. I told you I can't make this shit up. I go outside the house and shit just goes awry. I already knew it was a bad day. That's why I was chilling in the AC anyway. It was like, shit. Right, it's 103 degrees outside and you trying to pop off. Trying to pop off and was trying to borderline walk around trying to call me a nigga. He should have just came off and said it. Right, I had past an interaction with you over 11 years. And then you invite me to your house and then said I was previously there. And I'm like, bro, I could tell you what I was doing at that time. I was on my live. Right, I was on the live and shit, fresh out the shower and shit, nigga. About to clap cheeks and shit. The fuck? The fuck would I be fully dressed on your porch, not knocking on the door, ringing the doorbell, nothing? You ain't got shit that you could provide me that would even make me want to even come over here. Right. I said I have conversation and dialogue with you during passing this shit. That's just to be a good neighbor and shit. Hey, what's going on? Right. You need to speak to me. All right. Fuck I need to talk to you for. Your kid, she talked to me, hey, Mr. Slim, right? And that's interaction. See, I didn't bring that about. Time, place, manner. See. Plus, shit, nigga. I already know you known for calling the popo. Right, I know you known for calling the popo. I come outside the house the one day looking for the meth head, nigga. Here come the police and shit. Like, goddamn, let me put my shit back inside the house real quick. Damn. These motherfuckers are here quick. Like, what the fuck? Why are you asking me questions, dog? I don't even know what the fuck. I just came out the house. They're telling me somebody was looking in my windows and shit. I'm going off what the neighbors are saying. The fuck? Right. So why are you asking me for my information? Ask them what they done seen this shit. Then come tell me what they done seen this shit. Right. I'm trying to dial in on who the fuck that might have been. Right. Go do your job and get the descriptions and shit, nigga. Fuck you asking me. I'm giving you a whole bunch of blanks. I don't know shit about shit. I don't know shit about shit. All I know is somebody knocked on my door. I come out like, what the fuck? They like, yo, somebody was right looking in your window and shit. Like, what? Hold on, what? I thought I seen the shadow and shit. Right. Grab my shit, come straight out like, yo. Then you let me walk all the way around and shit looking. Yeah, nigga. Just like the one we know. What's up with you? You were out in the car? You were in the car? You were out in the car crying? You're a stranger. Nuh-uh. Stranger means possible encounters. I don't know what site you on. Right. Right. She's a stranger to me. Till she right. She a stranger to me until she becomes familiar. And when she becomes familiar, I make sure she's well acquainted and shit, you know. That way if she ever leaves and shit, you know, it's always on good terms because she'll come back. Hey, that's the ones right there. You know, the ones where you just let them go to pursue on and shit, you know, because she sort of outgrew you, but then she come back. Woo! You get on your PlayStation. Might to get on my PlayStation. Nigga, if you getting on the PlayStation, you ain't coming back. That's why I said, what site you on? Cause shit, my PlayStation, and when she come around, nigga, I'm ready to play. That's my station right there. Right. She gonna be like trying to crawl to the end of the bed and shit and fucking up the sheets and all kinds of shit. It's like, where you going, girl? You asked for this shit. Right. Y'all be asking for the weirdest shit to happen and shit. And then when a nigga put it on you, right, the sensation just got you doing crazy shit. First, you know, it's like I gotta purge the demons out of her and shit, you know? Right. She doing some kind of crazy crawling at the air, scratching type shit. Face is looking like, yeah, let me just look at the wall or the TV and shit, because that shit right there is not appealing and shit. It look like exorcism going on. Bro, I don't see that shit, bro. I start laughing and shit, bro. I be laughing because that shit be fucking funny as a motherfucker and shit. The goddamn cum face and shit be looking crazy as shit. All right. Got your eyes all closed and shit. Open your fucking eyes and shit. Look into my goddamn eyes. Right. Talk about what you doing. I'm trying to. You trying to what? And then they lied to you. It's right. It's so big and shit. Bitch, get out of here. Get out of here. Look how much still ain't in yet. Right. This is slight rimming going on right now and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like way up here, elevated from you and shit. Like, god damn. We ain't even got the penetration yet. Hey, you already fucking doing the most. Bro, it's the cougar ones too, bro. I always grab the cougar ones. The chicks my age and shit, bro. Fucking, they on the business shit right now. Right, you link up and shit. You might get an hour with each other and shit. Right, after about like 40 something minutes, you go ahead and hop in the shower. You getting dressed, and she's about to go on her way and shit, and you're about to get back to work too. Hey, it's just like, oh, okay, well, I'll see you next time. You know, okay, got you. Yeah, appreciate you though. Right, they look like she got more out of it than me. Right, that's how it always feels like she got more out of me. Right, I just go take the shower and shit. Sit there, be like, oh, damn, that was some good ass. Shit, I might not see that shit for another 5 years down the pipe. Fuck. Right, because some of them might not come. Hey, bro, after a while, you notice the rotations and shit. That's like Alexis might come around in the next 2 years and shit. Right, she just randomly hit me up today and said, "Congratulations, I heard you about to get your first house. Anytime I'm down there, I'm gonna have to stop by." And I said, "Oh, girl, whoo, right. I only had a weekend with you. Right, I can get way longer with you. Oh, it's something different. Right, see." She stayed away before because man, that shit was sort of toxic and shit. All right, she know how to push some buttons. That's like Erica right now. See, Erica, I'm talking to you right now. She pushing some buttons, right? She's already talking some crazy shit. I already talking some crazy shit. Just play right. Talking about just play master and slave and shit. Like, bro, I like that game. Don't lie, I like that game. Right, the black man got to be the master in this motherfucker. I was already master anyway. I know, but she wanted to be, the roles were reversed and shit. Bro, she had the costumes and everything. I had on the motherfucking former John hat and shit, though. Sort of like I was some Abraham Lincoln type shit. Hell yeah, I tilted that motherfucker to the side was trying to keep it on and shit. Whoo. Hey, I took the A's. That's how we got that sample. But that was the other chick. That was Rachel. Right. Rachel was talking that shit too. I had to shut it down on her. Right. Rachel knew not to fuck with me. Right. Don't ever tell me harder, faster, chick. Right. And you ain't already taken what? Okay. You ain't figured out how to get down yet. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, it's one of the things, right? I'm like an instructor of that shit, instructor of how to get down, right? Because she only goes so far and shit. Hey, just send her my way and shit. We'll get her to get down, right? Now you ain't got no more problems, right? Now allow a couple weeks and shit, for adjustment and all that before you try to get her to shrink back to you know, right? Cause I'm gonna work you out tonight. It's that workout plan. Slim's workout plan. Doom doom. The workout plan. Doom doom. Doom doom. Workout plan. Hey, it's the workout plan. Doom doom. It's the workout plan. Gonna work you out tonight. It's the workout plan. Doom doom. Workout plan. Hey, I'm Slim and this is my workout plan. We're gonna work you out tonight, girl. Right. Hit him with some. Instant workout plan. Yeah. Instant workout plan. Put that work on her. Instant workout plan. Put that work on her. Ooh. Look at the way that she be folding over like she's doing yoga in them poses when I'm coming over. And she wants to hear me all of her. Like more than you. Breakfast when she make mine. Please didn't do it in the daytime. While the TV show is playing in the back. I be having her and downward dog with a back. Assume position, know my mission. Got me steady running through a frame. Yeah. In the late night, biting on her lip, steady whisper out my name. Slow kiss to the thumb size. Got you on the fence side. How we do it? When we do it? Yeah. It's true to it? Yeah. Yes, do it? Yeah. When we? Yeah. When we? Huh? Yeah! The padded room where it goes down. He's going overboard again! Get the straight jacket! I like the stuff! Know what I'm saying? Heck yeah. And with that worldwide. Boom, I got you, homie. I got you, homie. I got you. I seen it. I seen it. Right. I seen it. That straight clipping. Yeah, we about to smack him with that. Smacking with this straight clipping. Oh, they don't know about that. Hey, look, and the Boomer produced this shit. Right, I send them the vocals. Right. Tell you, we making producers and shit too, see? I know, leaving the impact, bro. Leaving the impact, passing on knowledge and game and shit. Ocean in the barrel, ocean in the barrel. Picking up the motion, pushing ocean when I do it, splitting like the Russian guy, the volcano eruption in the motion, like the motion ocean in the ocean, in the ocean, kind of way to me, coming in the instant down. We don't really think around the sound of phony gossip when they come around, like thinking high sports execution orders coming down. Every day the public square will see you and all with estimations that they use and all the business open going down the street like this open like a sample place in line like an amateur study down the simple things conversation listening line playing the game like they playing Decline, reach it back, and third once again. The boom on the beat. Yeah. Ha ha. That new Slim Ballin' Boomer. Straight clipping. I told y'all I ain't a rapper though. I just rap a lot. Right. But if you out here in these streets and you tripping, you definitely getting clipped. You're damn right. Let me bring the homie up real quick. Where he at? There you go. Bring the homie up on the screen. Just like the homie Grim said, blessed. You know what I'm saying? Daily we stay like that. You feel me? Yeah. I told you. I could channel and summon Grimace, man. Right. Some of my boy Grim King Kilo onto the screen, you know what I'm saying? Right. All right. Get everybody in here. Yeah, what's up, sweetie? Boy, y'all can't tell me that she ain't beautiful. In that picture, I don't care if it's generated. It came from something. Came from something. I'm telling you. Right between that one, she already got her. Right, she's already taken. We focus on that one. Woo, baby. I want to know if I show up, is it a go? Don't leave me wondering, girl, if it's gonna happen or if it's not. Don't leave me in the dark, cold world outside, all alone. Right. We can hit it just like everybody else, right? Much love, right. Chose up, y'all. Hey, all the other ladies, I'm chose up. Right, I appreciate that, Hurricane. Heck yeah. Peace to the chat and joint, right? Brother Grim on the screen. And we out of here, man. The open panel has been closed. And we are out of here. Coming live from the padded room on GBA Radio. I am your host, the real Slim Ballin'. And Grim King Kilo, if he was here, he would talk to you too. Know what I'm saying? But the boy, we out of here. Ladies, don't forget to grab that dough by the dough when you go out this time. Know what I'm saying? I hate seeing you leave my dough right there. You know what it is.